morelikeradio.com. Because mean people need to laugh too.
Are you a light, moderate, or heavy smoker looking for a way to quit, or at least a way to not have to leave the room to smoke a cigarette? Well, check out RevoCig.com, the leader in premium electronic cigarettes. RevoCig.com has soft pack and slim pack kits with all the e-cig tools you'll need, plus extra cartomizers with approximately 225 puffs to keep you going. Or you can try their 800 puff disposable e-cigs for the on-the-go puffing. You'll get your nicotine fix, but without all those scary carcinogens clogging up your precious lungs. RevoCig flavors come in pure tobacco, Siberian menthol, and Oregon blackberry. So puff water vapor in the comfort of your home, or definitely in the face of your colleagues and friends. They won't mind because there's no smell. And if you act now, use the More Like Radio promo code MORE10. You could save 10% on your order. Just go to RevoCig.com. That's RIVOSIG.com and enter MORE10 during checkout. That's MORE and the number 10 to save 10%. Don't pay full prices on e-cigs like a dick for. Use MORE10 at RevoCig.com today.
What's a dick for?
Hey, listeners. Yes, that means you. Missed your favorite More Like Radio shows live? No problem. Just go to morelikeradio.com/downloads. That's morelikeradio.com/downloads. More Like Radio's RSS feed works with your iThings, Zunes, Androids, Windows Phone, and anything else that can subscribe to an RSS feed. If you're so awesome that you only get your podcasts from iTunes, you can subscribe to our feed in iTunes by clicking the subscribe to iTunes link right on the downloads page. So what are you waiting for? Download More Like Radio podcasts and subscribe to our feed now. Yes, right now. Do it.
Hey, you. Yes, you guessed 10,542,000. Change your username. And while you're in the More Like Radio live page, listening to fine quality programming, notice the banner ad just slightly above the chat room? It's a link to something you want in Amazon. Click it. It's probably reminding you to order something you need from Amazon.com. Don't leave MLR and type the URL like a sucker. Just click the link and it'll open in a new window. This way you can buy your shit and continue listening to the show. Now, change your username. It's right there on the right, stupid.
Previously on Hippojuice.
I just sent you a friend request. Now it's going to be awkward if you deny it.
Marie is the Al-Qaeda of Facebook.
Really are just the worst.
She really is. She just forces people.
In that I wish she would die in a drone strike.
Yeah, Marie. Bitch. Anyway, well, it's nice to have you on. I think we should move on maybe to... I know Dutch has the botch list, so that's coming up after the break.
We never finished our holiday stories.
He was teasing something.
I could see Marie's face through the microphone.
Okay, Marie, go ahead. What's your holiday story?
Well, I don't have any. I was waiting for
Well,
Mercius.
then we're done.
What the hell?
Oh, I have one. I have one.
Sure.
Marie's all direction and no contribution.
Hippojuice is recorded in front of a live internet audience.
And thank you for choosing Hippojuice.
What do you think about the Hippojuice show?
What about the Hippojuice
Let me get back to you a couple minutes. I never even heard of listening to Hippojuice. Douchebag, Royce.
I want to see the Hippojuice email.
I love listening to Hippojuice. Hey, this is Patrice O'Neal, and you motherfuckers are listening to Hippojuice.
What? I can't stop.
I'm a producer, motherfucker. I got
like,
shit.
There's always so much in my mind, so whenever I'm having sex with somebody, it usually takes me a while to come.
Oh my God.
There's a video. Back away.
Picturing you paralyzed. That's why I'm laughing so hard.
Hippojuice, nigga.
Welcome to the Hippojuice Show. The number is 954-573-2780 or 908-444-MLR1 at Hippojuice Film to send us a message if you're watching live.
This intro. It makes me feel like I'm at a sexy party.
It does, but I don't love it that much because the person who created it sadly passed away. Dutch has passed away. Or he's running.
Oh, no.
He's passed away for 30 minutes.
Or he's running late. I don't know.
I passed away. Do you mean passed out?
Yes.
Drinking?
No, I'm pretty sure he's working, but luckily for us, we have the infamous Cousin Joe from the Cousin Joe Show.
Ooh, I'm infamous.
Yay!
And, of course, John Sanzari.
Hi, John.
Who,
Hi.
John Sanzar
Hi,
is.
John.
John's going to be infamous in a second or two because, John, I don't know if you noticed this, but we threw in your screams from when we waxed you into a new viral thing that's been sweeping the YouTubes. Sweeping.
Yeah, I saw it this morning when I was taking a poop, and then I almost had a cramp because it was so funny.
His computer restarted.
Oh, cool. Yeah. All right. Is there your mic sounds a little
Where are
weird.
you calling in from, John? I know.
Yeah, where are you from?
What troubles did you have?
I'm still in the bathroom.
No, I'm calling from my Vita because my computer decided to crash and repair itself for like an hour so far.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do since that's the issue. We're gonna have Cyber John tonight. You're gonna be Cyber John. That's why. Bro, Cyber John is killing it already, and he just got on.
I'm confused. Is that like cyber sex?
No, it's not like cyber sex. It's
Is John cybering with us right now?
John is so far from the future that his sound quality sounds like a PS Vita, which, by the way, I'll be honest with you, doesn't sound horrible. It really sounds decent.
Well, that's good because, you know, what should like my cybering name be? Can it be like Cyber John's Day or something? I don't know.
No, it's gonna be Acid Burn.
Oh, I figured it'd be called Ruth Chris.
No, that's a steakhouse. What?
I don't know.
All right, so let me play this real quick. Mitch made this yesterday. It's as a couple years ago we've done a few stand-up wax downs. One were
stand-up
shoot down, stand-up wax down,
and stand-up
do you have to
tase down.
explain to new people what that is?
I am going to. A couple years ago, we did like every year we used to do like a stand-up thing for John. John would write his best material, and in one case, if every time he bombed, we shot him with a paintball gun.
The shirt, which by the way went to the listener who donated the most money for it to happen.
Right, and then the second one
was the tasing.
We tased him every time he bombed at a joke.
And then the taser ran out of batteries.
Yeah. So then we did a wax down.
And I burned my shirt.
John is very hairy, so we did a wax down. We put wax all over him and wax strips.
Wax his back, wax his chest, wax.
You can find it. You can find it up. You can find it on your Facebook.
Taint
post, right?
waxing?
Oh yeah, we Brazilian waxed him.
Oh, that sounds painful.
Yeah.
My good friend Tiffany got up in his butt crack and ripped that shit out.
Yeah.
I was worried that I wasn't be able to poop anymore.
Right. So he got waxed, and then Mitch decided to make a delightful mashup between a new Taylor Swift song and this. So why don't I just play it? The sounds, of course, you'll hear helping Taylor Swift out in the chorus are our very own Cyber John Santeri. So let's play it. That video is...
That last one really got me.
That video is currently on YouTube, so do me a favor and watch it and like it.
Yeah, I saw it this morning at like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but it is absolutely one of the best videos because every time. But not only is it just the audio, because the audio is great, but if I'm playing the video in the More Like Radio live chat, you could actually see him. My favorite part is the last two waxes when it's his taint. And you know what? I got to hear one more time. It's been in my head. I got to hear one more time. I got to hear. Sorry, I got to hear one more time.
I knew you were trouble when you walked in. So shame on me now. Put me to places I've never been. Now I'm lying on the cold hard ground. Trouble, trouble, trouble.
Like I was telling Royce before the show, I never heard that song before, so I don't know what the screams are replacing, but it fits so well.
It's replacing screams.
It's replacing also screams, but John's screams are so much better.
It's a Taylor Swift. It's a Taylor Swift.
It's a Taylor Swift, bro.
It's like she's kind of half yelling, half singing right there.
And the only other time I've ever heard that song was with like a goat whining. So the only versions I know is goat whining and the one that Mitch
the original,
did.
I think.
Yeah, that was the original that we were doing as a response to the spoof.
Yeah.
John, you're gonna be famous, my friend.
You're famous.
You're echoing a little bit, John. Just watch with your speaker and stuff. It's okay. The next ones that before we get into the rest of the stories, I wanted to get that out of the way because that video's I love it.
I was just so excited for it.
We are doing a live event.
That's right.
In New Jersey, April 28th. It's going to be in Carlstadt, New Jersey.
Prime location for the tri-state area
it's
listeners and fans.
It's called the Dragonfly, and if I know correctly, it's across from the Meadowlands, right off the highway.
Yes, correct. It's not too far. It's not too far right off on 95, and it's going to go on from 8 to midnight. And we're going to have live comics, live music. We're going to be doing a live broadcast the entire time we're there. Everybody from the show is going to be there, but we just put the tickets on sale now. We'll be honest, guys. We're not trying to make this money off of you. We're just trying to get some money back for, getting people to the event and comics and stuff. So
no, the tickets are cheap as fuck.
They're really cheap. So just go to mlrlive.brownpapertickets.com. That's
Say that again. I missed it.
No problem. It's mlrlive.brownpapertickets.com. And there's a couple different things. We have some booths and some tables for two and just some general admission. But like I said, they're really cheap. It's a Sunday night. So just plan ahead that you're going to fucking come and party and watch these great comics. It's going to be really good.
I know Mersh was putting it together, and he was trying to say, if you guys reserve your own booth, we may even give some little giveaways, some MLR prizes.
Yeah, we're putting together giveaways. So even if you pay to get into the door, you might leave with more stuff than you even paid to get in. I mean,
and you're going to see live music, live comics. We're going to be live streaming the event on MLR. It's going to be a big event, big to do.
Yeah.
Definitely don't want to miss it.
So we're trying to get as many people out as we can. Actually, I heard Ashley from Antisocial Gamer Radios might be flying in from the UK.
He is flying in.
Yep.
From the United Kingdom just for this event.
So, guys, like I said, help us out, and we want to see all of you. We want to actually finally meet all the listeners. It's kind of weird because when you're a nationwide broadcast, we have listeners all over the country. So it's not like local radio Power 95. Where hey guys, come down to the Hooters and hang. We can't do that because the listeners are everywhere. So we're trying to give a good amount of time to get everyone there. But the tri-state area, it's pretty accessible from a lot of places. So
John, you're gonna try to make it, right?
I'm gonna try, but like I said, I'm doing that marathon that Saturday that you guys are doing the show on Sunday.
That's right, but you can still fly in after a marathon. It's not like you're gonna be tired or anything.
Who cares, brah? Anyway,
Joe,
like Roy said though, real quick, because I've been down there. You could easily there's a train stop right there by the Meadowlands. So you could easily take a train from anywhere, Jersey, New York, I think even Connecticut. You could jump on a train if you don't want to drive and deal with
And I know that some of our, we're gonna have some comics that some headlining comics there, and we're also gonna, I know Punchy and a few other people may be doing some spots there, but we're gonna just have all the shows running, music, and they have beer and food there, so it's gonna be a fun thing. So
yeah, you can buy drinks.
Obviously, we're not gonna have an event
it's not
at a bar.
Be sober.
Yeah, it's a straight edge.
Well, I'm gonna be there, so of course it's gonna be
straight edge. Yeah, and then
allow it.
Right, but if you're going to be there, also means there has to be an oxy dealer somewhere nearby.
I thought you were going to say I got to stock up on more booze, but you had to take it to that level. Thanks.
Yeah, because you crush your pills. So
months ago.
Jeez.
Months ago doesn't make it sound great, Joe. I'm not going to lie to you.
Not great, but better. It's a every once in a while thing. Hey, you know what, Royce? YOLO. Okay.
By the way, you only YOLO once. And by the way, Joe, just for people who don't know, Joe is filling in for a couple people today. Ryan and also Dutch is running late.
I'm equal to. It's like the opposite of blacks. I am equal to like 3 or 4 men.
No, you're not. I mean, maybe in your mouth, but not in real life. Not in real life, you homo. No, but Cousin Joe. His show is on Thursdays right before the 5th Circle, and just tune in, bro, and check him out. Check him out, bro. He's awesome. Yeah. Tonight he's going to make you laugh so hard, no pressure, Joe, that you're going to be like, oh, my God, I got to check this Joe guy out. He's fucking crushing it.
He made me laugh so hard that it broke my computer.
Look at that. Look at Cyber John could only speak like this because of Cousin Joe. See what you did?
He's coming in from the future.
From the future.
Future Cyber John went back in time to tell you, Joe, how funny you're going to be on this program.
It's crazy.
He had to go through like a black hole.
Yeah, he did.
Because of my humor. Holy
shit. He really did. All right, so we have a triple shot story. These are 3 stories that go together, and they're very short, but they all hit on the same day. So
sequential order? Starting with the morning?
Well,
In no particular order?
Well, it's about the Pope.
Oh.
Do you know how the Pope?
The Pope? The German Pope?
Yeah. Do you know the Pope resigned?
Yeah.
Okay.
So who's Pope now?
Well, right, he hasn't resigned
He came
yet.
out of retirement, didn't he?
He hasn't resigned yet, so they don't have a new Pope yet. Yeah.
I thought they were in limbo. Like there is no pope right now.
No, they're not
No?
in limbo.
Who do we pray to?
Seriously, who's going to lead us?
The backup Pope.
Who's
yeah.
the backup Pope?
Mark Sanchez.
Aw.
So Mark Sanchez is the backup Pope, bro. He's got a sweet deal.
No.
He's got a
Yeah, you know how
sweet
many
deal.
Hail Marys he does in like a fucking month?
Yeah, dude, when you're losing every game, you throw up a lot of Hail Marys. All right.
So it's Ray Lewis.
Yeah, good
Doesn't
point.
mean-
But no, he just sends people to God, allegedly. So
He absolves them.
the father, son, and the stabbing in the stomach in front of a strip club. That's how it goes, right?
Before you start, I just want to make sure everyone knows Joel has finally arrived.
Oh my God, Dutch.
Hi.
Hi, Dutch.
Dutch.
Am I coming in
Dutch,
low?
it's been so
Yeah,
long.
you're coming a little low, buddy.
Hey, Joe. All right, hold on.
There
How
you
about
is. There it is,
Oh.
bro.
Now we
Killing
hear
it.
you.
Dutch, you're just in time for the triple shot. And by the way, Dutch, I know you came in a little late. John's computer burned down, but it's okay. We have Cyber John. Say hi, Cyber John.
Hello from the future.
See?
I'm
Cyber
sure that
John.
audio makes Dutch really happy.
It does.
No, it sounds like he's doing like 1920s guy's voice.
It is.
Like with that.
You don't understand.
muffled
You have
sound.
facts on it? Yeah.
He's from the future, like Star Wars, where it's a long time ago. So they have like space travel, but they haven't figured out how to use MP3s yet.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Okay, so triple
Before we
shot
move
today.
on,
Yes,
Dutch, you
yes.
better come to the live event. I'm going to make out with you, please.
Okay, I'll come. Well,
Awesome.
Hey,
I'll have to check my business schedule, but I'm going to try.
bro.
Hold it on the air.
bro, walk in right to your boss and be like, "Hey, fuck you, brah. I'm doing this shit, and if you don't like it, I'll fuck your wife." And if you do that,
Well, his wife is my sister, so that wouldn't go over well.
Jesus, Dutch, don't.
Dutch, what's wrong with
Dutch,
you?
That's
Dutch,
disgusting.
that is. He doesn't know that.
That is rule number 1. Never have a boss where the wife is your sister because
Dutch.
then you can never fuck her.
Are you sure? Does he know that she's your sister? Because if he doesn't know, this might still work.
Well, I was in the wedding, so I hope he knows.
God, no, but I saw that wedding picture, so he might not. Dutch was in the back.
That was a different wedding, actually.
Whatever. Every wedding picture Dutch is in, they hide him. Like, Dutch is a good
Joel, you
looking,
got to be in the back. You're the tall guy.
but I'm not the tallest.
No, Mom, Dan is definitely bigger. No, get in the back.
Dutch is such a piece of shit. He'd be in the back of the photos for the Harlem Globetrotters. You're the tallest, Dutch. No, I'm not.
Where is everybody tonight? Is Ryan?
Ryan's running late because he's working, and I don't know. We're just killing it. Mercer's working too.
Remember, Ryan has to talk to Germany now, so he has to work like late night.
Speaking of Germany,
That's the worst person to talk to Germany with.
Speaking of Germany, the German Pope retired. Well, he's the Pope, but he's German. He
Awesome
retired.
segue.
So we have a 3-shot here, 3 stories. I'm just going to play them so we can figure out how cool the Catholic Church is, okay? And by the way, Dutch,
On his way.
Newsy, your favorite site.
Oh,
I'll
no.
back it up so you can hear the intro. I think it's the Hollywood Scoop girl. Okay, let's play it.
Oh, okay.
On his way out, Pope Benedict XVI apparently won't be clearing the air about that scandal surrounding his former butler, but he is going to let one person in on it.
The Pope met with the 3 cardinals who prepared the secret report about the WikiLeaks scandal. The Pope said only he knows the contents of that report.
Is that you?
No, that's them. That's them.
No, the reporter is
Why did it
using
sound so
John's mic.
crystal clear?
Because their
They're
audio's
recording
fine.
from a Skype.
Their audio's fine, but the video that they're referencing is from a local news station that they recorded off of a chisel.
Vita.
So
Jesus.
Did you say off of a Cheeto?
a chisel. They
Oh.
No, I said
chiseled
a
it.
Vita.
Yeah. Like basically it's not that old of a video except for it's like a pterodactyl that does it, and then he says it's a living. All right, let's play it.
The Pope said only he knows the contents
Dutch, it's a slow burn.
of that report, and it will be shared with the new Pope.
As for the general public and even for other cardinals, this news means the content of the report will remain a secret forever. Other scandals are surfacing too.
It gets better. No. You don't understand. This is just this is the appetizer.
I don't like forever secrets.
This is the appetizer. We haven't had the main course and dessert yet. Hold on.
Can we? They didn't really explain what the scandal was, and
it
I
will
haven't
all
read it.
become
We
clear.
haven't gotten to the meat and potatoes
It will
yet.
all become clear.
Okay.
I promise.
Some are speculating. Unsourced reports out of Italy claim the report found evidence of corruption, blackmail, and a gay sex ring.
Woo!
Oh, what? I
Corruption,
just breezed through that. And a gay sex ring.
blackmail. No, I got a whole story.
Police find this out?
I'm sorry?
Did Tom Hanks find this out?
It was. No, he doesn't know. Because first off, Tom Hanks was the worst character for that Angels and Demons movie. He looked like an old transsexual with his hair.
His hair was so dreamy.
They say this is why the Pope retired, not because of old age. The Vatican criticized the media, saying the reports were slanderous and deplorable.
And then replied by fucking 3 children.
And despite speculation, we still won't ever find out what the reports contained. And more scandal has struck the Vatican with the resignation
Because you gay.
of British Cardinal O'Brien amid allegations of...
Once you put in the same sentence Pope and gay sex ring, it's as if, it goes back to what we were talking about the other day about Kobe having the rape charge.
Right.
Whether or not it's true at this point, you're going to think, oh, this Pope Benedict, oh yeah, gay sex ring. Totally.
That stigma will
Guys,
never go away.
Like I said, this is appetizer. I got more for you. Don't worry.
Still won't ever find out what the reports contained. And more scandal has struck the Vatican with the resignation of British Cardinal O'Brien amid allegations of unwanted behavior. But a scholar for the Ethics and Public Policy Center told the BBC there's an important connection between these two cases.
These men hold their offices in service to the church, not for their own sake. And if their ability to serve the mission of the church is impeded by their being in that office, in the case of the Pope because of old age and poor health, then it's incumbent upon them to move out of the way.
The Pope's...
Now, while all this came out,
what was unwanted behavior? Is that
well,
kid fucking?
I'm so glad you asked that, Joe, because there's more. There's more now that explains what unwanted behavior was.
Is this the trifecta? Is this the third video?
This is the second video.
Oh,
There's
second.
one more. Oh, there's more.
Oh my God!
All right,
Jesus
so
H. Christ.
This is the second one. This is what they're talking about. The illicit behavior for this cardinal that just finished resigning.
Cardinal O'Brien.
Yes, here's what happened.
Roman Catholic leader is stepping down from his post, this time amid allegations of inappropriate behavior. Cardinal Keith O'Brien is Britain's most senior cleric. His resignation is effective immediately, and it comes on the heels of an article in yesterday's Observer which alleged the 74-year-old cardinal acted inappropriately in his relations with 3 priests and 1 former priest.
He was
Oh my God!
He was fucking other priests.
4 of them.
Is that what that means?
He was fucking. Yes. Let me just.
I might have missed that. I'm sorry. You might have to back up.
Yo, I would love to back up.
Please do.
Appropriate behavior. Cardinal Keith O'Brien is Britain's most senior cleric. His resignation is effective immediately, and it comes on the heels of an article in yesterday's Observer which alleged the 74-year-old cardinal acted inappropriately in his relations with 3 priests and 1 former priest. The BBC and the Wall Street Journal look into some of those allegations.
His accusers describe how, as younger priests, it was difficult to challenge him. He has
By challenge him, they meant give him an erection.
immense power over...
I think what they meant was they couldn't fuck him from the butt. He was the only butt fucker.
Okay, so he was a top. At least he was a top.
Right.
At least if you're going to be a gay priest, be a top. I mean, that's. I mean, it's in the Bible, right?
Somewhere.
Somebody look it up. Dutch, look at Ezekiel. Tell me if it's there.
How, as younger priests, it was difficult to challenge him. He has immense power over you, one says. He can move you, freeze you out, bring you into the fold. He controls every aspect of your life.
Yes, Marie.
What sex positions are those things that they just mentioned?
What do you mean?
The freeze you and the what are they? Those weren't sexual positions?
No, they actually were not.
Oh, okay.
They were not.
I was sorry.
It's the thing is that it's unconfirmed though that his confession booth had a glory hole in it.
The allegations as published aren't very specific, but...
Give me 12 Hail Marys and fuck my mouth.
I mean, depending on the crime, I could see. Or the sin, excuse me.
There's plenty of church-blessed wine to go around.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. I came in my boyfriend's eyes.
If you don't do it, I'm going to smite you.
I can't stop thinking about the whole top-bottom thing. 74 years old, he's got to be taking it up the ass. If they're going to check records, research it.
But. Sorry.
No, I'm just thinking if they're going to look into this and do research like they said, they should check his doctor visits and prescriptions. If he's not getting Viagra or Cialis,
I don't understand.
He's taking it up. What?
Like, don't these priests, like, I've seen the movies. Don't they have, like, a spell? Can he go, like, expecto ungaius and be
You're
fine?
watching Harry Potter.
Right. That's what priests are.
No, those are wizards.
Whoa! You blew
that
my mind!
No.
Why do they dress the same?
Wait, who has more power, wizards or...
Wizards or priests?
Well, I guess.
Why would you wear that hat if it doesn't give you powers? I don't get the Pope.
Well, because priests can talk to the Lord.
Oh, and wizards can't. Dark Lords.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I guess,
Dark Lords.
Well, they don't even say his name.
What name?
He who must not be named.
Okay, whatever. The devil. I don't know. But listen.
They must be Satanists. Satanist wizards.
I don't get it, bro. All I'm telling you is if you're gonna sell me on this fucking magic shit and want me to join your church, then don't fucking make these movies about how priests are wizards and stuff. I don't like it.
I think you're royally confused.
And I've seen the Vatican.
I'm not sure if that's what the movie was about.
It's a documentary based on real life events.
No.
Where do they play Quidditch?
No, it was a children's book
Where
series.
do the priests play Quidditch? I don't see any space in the Vatican. Is it in the back?
Pretty sure it was a
I'm
film.
with
You had
Royce.
no-
I'm with
Sorry.
Royce on this one.
Thank you,
No, I'm
Dutch.
with- Yep, no. I think you guys are wrong. I think Royce has it nailed.
Bro,
I mean, granted, Harry Potter was an allegory.
it's not an alligator. It's a movie.
No, it had some,
No,
references.
silly, not alligator. It's the cousin of the alligator. It's like
Oh,
a cross between a
crocodile.
Oh, crocodile.
Yeah, but they call them
Crocodile.
allegories in Australia.
All right. They only swim in salt water.
All right, you heard it here first on Hippojuice exclusive. All priests are homosexual alligators. Wizards. Homosexual
Come
wizard
here
alligators.
For all your facts, Vatican related.
Well, we can close the book on this chapter.
Case closed.
Case closed. We got it.
I rest.
Wait a
You're
minute.
welcome, America.
Show us informative.
Don't you still have one more video to play before we case close this?
Oh, wait. Open the case.
He can move
Okay,
you,
open it
freeze
back
you
Play it in reverse.
I can't do that
out,
from here.
bring you into the fold. He controls every aspect of your life.
The allegations as published aren't very specific, but they
I told you. What's with these alligators everywhere?
They're not being
all
very
over the place.
specific.
They're not.
seem to get into some sort of inappropriate activity approaching.
Well, yeah, because if
young.
they bite you and start rolling, you're fucked.
You're done, bro. You have to run zigzag away from priests so they trip over their tails.
You're confusing
Exactly.
them with alligators again.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure.
It's also the same way you get away from kangaroos as well.
Everyone knows
Is
that.
there-
Go ahead.
And I was gonna say, is there anyone in the world that, when you hear someone talking about priests and they say inappropriate behavior, does that not automatically
Give you an
in your head
erection?
go, oh, kid fuck. Oh, that, and you think kid fucking.
If
is
I
there
said-
any other option?
If I said Royce had inappropriate behavior today, I would think maybe he was berating a 14-year-old on Twitter. When you say it in regards to a pope,
Or Sean.
or Sean. There's only when you say it to a pope, there's only one thing you could mean, because they can't have sex with women. So obviously, it's either.
Well, no, they're physically capable of it.
Well, yeah, but they're just not supposed to. So
But they're not supposed to have sex with men either.
Well, then
No,
it's
I get
never
Ray's point. It's
specified.
either celibacy or kids.
It never
Take your
specified.
pick, brah. Take your
Listen,
pick.
don't get me wrong, priest. I understand taking in a child's semen to gain their youth, but you don't take it out of their penis. You buy it on the black market like Dutch does.
It gives you wisdom.
Why do you
semen,
think Dutch
right?
is so
It's like
handsome?
wizards.
Why do you think Dutch is actually 93?
It's called being a modern day Dorian Gray. Come
He
on,
does.
guys.
He goes to Thailand to he calls it go-go juice that he rubs on his traps and face. Why do you think he always looks so fucking hardcore and vascular? Because he has Thailand boy cum on his.
Okay. We need Sean back. When I become pedophile
No,
character.
Dutch, you're wrong. You're not a pedophile. You're not. I'm sorry. I'm saying you're not a pedophile.
You're not touching them.
You're
You're
not.
just
You don't.
buying
You
the
don't. You're not even
byproduct.
sexually attracted to them.
There's no children.
Exactly.
There's no children interaction. You're
You
merely
buy it.
buying a product on the black
Right.
market in Thailand and using it as a cream.
That's all. Exactly.
He's saying you're like Gary Oldman in Bram Stoker's Dracula, but instead of being
Blood. It's
Dracula,
cum. It's
you
child
take
cum.
Yeah, that's all.
Child cum. That's all it is.
It's the only difference.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
As long
sometimes
as we're clear on that.
I know you have urges, and sometimes you have to suck cum out of rats, like in the Dracula movie. But it's fine. All right, let's play some more.
Priests after their night prayers and what
Let's play more.
have you.
The New York Times reports O'Brien has been planning for some time to resign on his 75th birthday in March, but just one day after the allegations were brought to light, his last day on the job has been bumped up to today. The Cardinal.
They put he said I'm resigning.
Could
This
you,
fucked
by
up.
the way, not look more guilty when
Dude.
that stuff comes out? You're gonna be like,
I got
I'm
it.
done.
I'm gone.
I'm out of here.
See you later. Yeah, wait till the Pope one, because no Pope has ever in the modern times, that is, ever resigned from his position ever. They always just die there.
And
I think it
older
was literally
popes-
4,000 years ago was the last time it happened.
I miss PJP.
And if you go back, like the 1600s and earlier popes, a lot of them just had open orgies.
Now
and
hold on,
stuff,
Dutch.
and
Hold
it was
on,
all right.
Dutch. Why do you miss that old Eddie Murphy claymation TV show, The PJs? I don't understand. That wasn't that good.
No, Pope John Paul. He's my boy.
Yeah, he was the executive producer of the show.
No.
Are you sure?
No,
Well, we'll agree to disagree on
You're
that one.
confusing the TV show with Parkinson's.
Are you sure Parks
Where
and
do you
Rec?
get your information from?
I don't. I read a lot of magazines and coasters. I mean, I guess most.
The
most
Onion
of the
isn't a.
Yeah,
An
sure,
onion's a
Dutch.
It's not
vegetable.
reputable.
Sure, Dutch. The Onion's not a reputable news
By the way,
organization.
everything we've said so far is not out of the realm of possibility of an Onion headline.
I know. Let's play a little more.
Said in a statement, looking back on my years of ministry, for any good I...
He was in ministry?
Wow!
That was a great band.
What was the name of that lead singer? He was hardcore,
Look him up.
man.
What's the fuck the name of the lead singer of
I'll
ministry?
find it.
Munson?
Your kid fucker.
No.
I've been able to do,
No,
I
Ministry
think...
band.
The band Ministry.
No, but you're asking for the name of the.
Yeah, but no, the real name of the lead singer of Ministry. Now I want to know.
God, for any failures, I apologize to anyone I...
God is the lead singer of Ministry?
Oh, sorry. I thought that was you saying
No,
not
let's
the
play it more.
For any good I've been able to do, I thank
Al
God
Jorgensen!
for any
There it is.
That
Pope.
guy was insane.
Cardinal Al Jorgensen. Let's play more.
failures. I apologize to anyone I have offended. The Pope will appoint an apostolic administrator to govern the British...
Whoa, like Age of Apostolic, like the comic book, where Apocalypse comes back and kills Wolverine? That joke's just for 3 people who like comics out there, and you're welcome.
British
That's why I didn't
Archdiocese
get
until a permanent replacement is chosen. O'Brien will not take part in the upcoming papal election, leaving Britain
Leaving Britain. All right, are you ready for the dessert, guys?
Yes.
So hungry for that.
Is
All
it
right.
PJP with Ministry?
Is it a banana split?
No, but here we go.
Alligators.
Who's on Facebook? Stop. Close your Facebook, assholes, whoever's on it. I play.
After a new report suggesting Pope Benedict XVI is resigning because of an alleged gay sex ring, the Vatican is vehemently denying.
I'm going to back this up a little bit.
That's not just alleged. That means like usually alleged means maybe it happened. No.
Yeah, like some person's just trying to get a payday, but this is like a full investigation, it seems like.
Right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the gay sex ring happened. Just my 2
After
cents.
a new report suggesting Pope Benedict XVI is resigning because of an alleged gay sex ring, the Vatican is vehemently denying the reports. Italy's La Repubblica broke the story Friday, causing a firestorm of speculation regarding the Pope's resignation, alleging the cover-up of a Vatican sex ring. Benedict told Catholics around the world he is leaving due to his advanced age
Doo-doo.
He
and
said
declining
doo-doo.
health.
Doo-doo.
Vatican officials are now working hard to support the Pope and combat the rumors.
Oftentimes,
Why doesn't the Vatican ever work hard to protect the children that were fucked at a young age?
Dude, yeah, you've never seen an organization do more to cover shit up, and they still get away with
but not even
murder.
that. Dude, an organization that's supposed to be based in love and honesty. Like, Dutch, you like me both went to Christian schools our entire life, and they always bang in your head, you have to be honest, you shouldn't lie, own up to when you're wrong, right?
Exactly.
But they don't do it themselves. They're a bunch of fucking animals.
Oh my
Dude,
God!
here's the
Roy,
difference.
so
Here's the
you're saying
difference. We're Protestants, they're Catholics. Huge difference.
I guess. Well, let's put a little more, but it doesn't matter.
I just can't believe Royce is saying religious people are hypocrites. That blows my mind.
I know, dude. I'm very
Catholics are.
I'm sorry, but I'm saying no. All religious people are hypocrites. But let's play more.
What about the Jews?
Well, they own the media.
Not even people.
And control the weather.
They don't do that. I keep telling you that that's a myth.
And they can mate with alligators.
They can't.
Alligators or allegories?
No, that's where.
Hey, what happened to your sound?
They do get
Yeah,
like,
it's better, isn't it?
scales.
Cyber John is back from the future.
What?
All right, let's play a little more.
Due to his advanced age
Doo-doo.
and declining health, Vatican officials are now working hard to support the Pope and combat the rumors.
oftentimes such articles are unverified, unverifiable.
We don't even know if that gay sex
Hey,
ring over there is his.
How many fucking articles do we need to have to go, maybe there's something going on with you people?
There are more articles written about priests banging kids than there are. If you could stack
about Judas Priest.
No, that's not true. I don't think that's true. Judas
Listen-
Priest always will rock.
Listen here, Royce, Joel, and John.
Yes.
Just because.
And what about?
Oh,
Yeah.
and Joe. Sorry.
Okay.
Joe, Joel, John, Royce.
Yeah, relax, Mitch. Don't leave Joe off the flyer.
Whoa, we still got a whole bunch of J's in this room.
Just because there's a sign out front in the Vatican that says Pope Benedict's gay sex ring, come in and enter.
Why would you
only
name
if
it
you're
that?
male,
Why would you name it that?
Really obvious.
doesn't mean that he's a part of any kind of gay sex ring. That is slander.
I think it's a big hint. I don't know.
Let's play more.
Support the Pope and combat the rumors.
Oftentimes, such articles are unverified, unverifiable, or completely false, and this does serious damage to persons and institutions. And
It should.
What about
Do
the?
you understand, dude?
It hasn't done anything to the church. They've gotten away with it all. And people still give money. People still go to church.
What about the serious damage you've done to children's assholes?
Yes, they're little buttholes.
What about that?
Dude,
I'm going to pray for the children's buttholes.
Gentlemen,
Let's
and-
all
and
say a
ladies,
prayer. Bow your heads. Everyone, bow your heads.
No, I don't want to
I'm
pray.
bowing. I'm bowing.
Bow your heads.
Joe, you are going to pray whether you believe or not.
Damn it.
Put your head down.
Close your eyes.
Okay, everyone, close your eyes. Dear Super Jesus,
John, stop peeking.
John,
How
close your eyes.
How can you see?
Because I know you.
Hold your hands.
Thank
Hold your
you.
hands.
Okay, don't stick out your tongue, John. All right,
You shut up.
dear Super
I'll
Jesus,
come over there and smack you.
thank you for giving us the power of time travel. We apologize how we have offended you. Please have these old men stop fucking our children. Amen. The Hippojuice Show.
Amen.
All right, let's see if prayer works.
Church.
Yes, bring
Salon
back
notes-
RoboCop.
Yes, please.
But
and
wait,
also,
no, I don't know if your story's about to get into it, but do you realize that it was only less than a week ago they were looking at the New York Cardinal Dolan to replace the Pope?
Yep.
And they had to
I
go,
know they
oh, no,
were.
wait, he's being investigated for kid fucking too. Never mind.
everyone's kid fucking.
The latest rumor adds even more drama to the search for the new pope. You know what the sudden, surprising, once every 700 years story of the pope's resignation needed?
Yes, Marine.
Is there a priest out there that isn't fucking guys?
Yeah, I think statistically, I think it's honestly at this point, just because, like, you know how they say if you see a couple cockroaches, your house is infested? It's the same thing with a priest. If you only get a couple articles, can you imagine how much is happening?
Dude, here, and the thing is, why aren't they taking like advice from the Jews and
They
just
save their
let
own lives?
Well, no, the Jews, I guess, way back in the day had like kid fucking problems too, and then they were like, okay, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna let our rabbis get married so they can get the poison out. Just let them get married, and all this will go away.
Well, I don't know about the Jews, dude. It was only a couple months ago that in my area, another rabbi, because I live close to a Hasidic area in Orthodox, another rabbi got busted for sucking a baby's penis after circumcision, which is apparently a religious thing they do. And that still goes on.
I've heard of that. Yeah, I've heard.
No,
of that.
no, but it's kind of I'm
sorry, it's different, Royce. Please
Yes,
tell
it
me
is.
how.
It's not for sexual thing.
Really?
Can I explain? I'm not Jewish. I'm not defending it. I'm just.
Go ahead, Jew lover. Explain.
I think I know where Royce is going, but I really want to hear him say it so that I can validate where my assumptions.
They've done that when they used to do the circumcisions. They used to actually clean the area with the mouth. Back in the day, the rabbis used to do that because apparently the bacteria in the mouth was good for that.
They didn't have a rag.
Okay.
Yeah, it's much like dogs nowadays.
It was
Jews
a
actually have dog
religious
mouths.
thing. I don't know. Okay, whatever.
It's every
No,
700
you're right.
years.
You're right.
Excuse.
No, he's right.
Look
it's
it
a
up. I'm
dominant
not making
tradition.
it up. I know it's not that I'm not defending it, but I'm just saying is you don't see many articles of rabbis sucking dicks, but you see plenty of priests.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, if he's sucking a baby's dick, there's got to be some kind of an old thing. There's not like a baby's getting any kind of pleasure out of it. And what kind of pleasure is he gonna be getting out of get sucking a quarter-inch long?
Well,
minuscule?
here's the question: Is the rabbi doing it in front of the family?
No, but rumor
It's
has
the whole
it.
congregation, at least back in the day, they used to do that.
So then there's no problem with it.
Rumor has it.
Everyone knows if you're recording in front of either an audience or a camera with a boom mic, it's not. It's
Okay,
fair
let's
game.
play more.
Search for the new pope. You know what the sudden, surprising, once every 700 years.
Stop trying to sell it. This guy's pissing me off. Sorry.
I don't like him either.
Who's this?
He's just another dude. Who knows?
New pope. You know what the sudden, surprising, once every 700 years story of the pope's resignation needed? What every dramatic storyline does. A gay blackmail twist. It's like Pretty Little Liars for octogenarians. According to Ben Wademan of CNN, the latest alleged...
That was an attempt
This
of a
guy
joke.
is an asshole.
What's he
See, the
talking
different,
about?
No, this is like a video blog, right? It's not like
Yeah.
a news site like the other two stories. So
Right.
I mean,
didn't
this
get
is what
the
they
analogy,
do.
Though. I don't know what that meant.
scandal could influence who steps into the papacy next.
Vatican watchers are saying this could be critical, that these allegations underscore the need for the next pope to really
There is no need
clean
for
up.
a pope.
And there's no need for the underscore key. I hate it.
house.
Regarding the
change Catholicism, you're praying directly to God now. Problem solved.
Yeah. Or at least some sort of robot god.
Right.
For the next pope.
Well, there's a robot god because there's a robot heaven in the Transformers movie, right?
To really clean up house.
Regarding the search for the next pope, Fox News reports cardinals might look outside the Vatican to fill the void.
The problem is the cardinals keep flying into the windows because they're so clean.
Because the Vatican bureaucracy is heavily Italian, cardinals might be persuaded to elect a non-Italian,
or eat meatballs.
What does that even mean?
Cardinal.
This guy's a German.
Is he German or is he a fucking amazing dude?
I mean, I guess if we have to go to the French guy, we will. But, I mean, are you sure there's not any Spanish cardinals that we can use first?
As Pope to try to...
We're going to get first black pope. I'm calling it. First black pope's coming.
What ethnicity doesn't fuck kids? Is it the blacks?
I don't think I've ever met a black Catholic. No, I'm thinking about it.
I'm sorry, John, what?
Does this mean that they're going to hold open tryouts for people to be the Pope?
Yeah, no, they are. They're doing it at a...
I want to be the Pope.
John does a great
Pope.
Pope.
They're doing it at a
John, do your
gymnasium.
Pope.
Yeah, okay, John, ready, go.
How are you doing? Nomine Patria Filii Spiritus Sancti.
It's a great
All
Pope.
right, that's a good Pope.
It's not bad, but the thing is, dude, it's like being a walk-on on a professional team. I mean, the guys who are getting drafted are probably have a higher prospect than you.
Dutch, I have an idea.
You don't have a shot.
Dutch.
I mean, I've seen Invincible. You have a shot.
Dutch, I have an idea. Maybe John should be Tone Loc the Pope.
Yeah, man. Hey, no problem, man. Hey, give me some Hail Marys and don't touch the children. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good Pope. He doesn't want you to touch the children. That's not bad. Tone Loc for Pope.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my ad campaign, too. Yeah.
Tone Loc for Pope.
Am I the only one that thought it was Tone Loc for all these years?
I thought it was Loc. Isn't it Loc? Am I wrong?
It's all
I thought it
right,
was
brother.
Tone Loc.
You can call me whatever you want to call me. It's all right.
I never thought it was that. I just every time I heard on the radio, the DJ would usually say Tone Loc.
Well, we'll go with that then.
Well, Dutch, you know what good adults do? And this is mine.
Not fuck kids.
Well, that's one thing.
Pay their taxes?
There's two.
Do podcasts.
Yes. No, you don't take your children to eat
McDonald's.
No, well, it's fine. But,
Burger King.
Nah.
Wendy's.
No.
People.
Boogers.
Alligators.
Maybe penis foreskin.
Nope.
Flying
Allegories.
nuns.
Nope.
Dirt.
Nope.
Poop.
Nope. Okay, don't let
Lighter fluid.
No, Jesus,
Dogs.
of course not. Don't take your kids
dogs
to eat,
out.
Don't the dogs out. It's very funny. Don't take your kids to eat dinner at a furniture store. Okay? I don't know what I'm more surprised.
IKEA?
Yeah, someone's echoing. Sorry, just letting you know. I don't know what's worse. The fact that the IKEA meatballs have horse meat or that IKEA sells meatballs. It's a furniture store, right? Or am I wrong?
Maybe.
Dude, no. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Maybe it's a Swedish delicacy.
It is actually.
Horse
and
meatballs.
dude, they put up a new one in Denver, like these massive ones where they have valet.
Yes, we live
parking
next
and
one too.
whatnot.
We know. I know what an IKEA looks like.
Exactly. So why wouldn't they be selling food?
No, but horse meat balls.
Oh. Well, his question was, why are they even selling meatballs?
Well, why don't we play the story,
But
Dutch?
made out of horse
A major
meat.
food labeling scandal is widening
I
this
don't want to
morning.
anymore.
More horse meat labeled as beef has been found in Europe as investigators reveal they were told of these concerns a full year ago. NBC's Keir Simmons is in London this morning with more. Hey, Keir, good morning.
Hey, David, good morning. You know, this story is really about a very simple question. Do you know what you're putting on your plate?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
I hate
What are we putting on our IKEA that we had to put together?
Lord.
But he sounds so smart, Dutch.
Well, I'm more concerned about the fact that they use particle board and not just horse meat in their meatballs.
Believe just because you have a British accent does not mean you're smart. Believe listen to Ashley's show.
Even IKEA's meatballs come missing screws.
We're learning some school.
Dude,
That's
that's
just one, too.
Yeah,
right
dude,
at
but
the
tell
end.
me, IKEA's awesome in terms of
Motherfucker, that's the most important one. I have to
I know.
find a screw that comes off on the side and okay,
IKEA's
will hold in.
IKEA's awesome if you need like, dude, I need a desk right now for $20. Like, okay, cool, I'll get it. But it is the worst made furniture.
They never last the move.
Ever.
They'll work with the place that you're at, but the second you try to move it to a different room, that shit's falling apart.
They don't last the move. The moment you move, they just disintegrate and spirits come out of them. It's weird. I'm free. Let's play this.
It is really about a very simple question. Do you know what you're putting on your plate?
I don't know, but why are you accusing me of something?
or even your children.
Do you know what you're putting on your plate, you fat American asshole? Jesus, relax, guy.
Question, do you know what you're putting on your plate or even your children's plate? This morning we're learning some schools have withdrawn foods from their menu as Europe's horse meat scandal widens.
Horse meat has been turning up in beef products across Europe. Lasagna, beef burgers.
Lasagna? Even in lasagna? No way! I love lasagna. I don't know.
City of Angels.
Oh,
pretentious prick. Why would you pronounce lasagna that way?
I don't know.
Oh,
Let's play back. Let's play it back.
Lasagna.
One more time. I got it. Sorry, but I love it.
Dude, can you make that a drop?
Horse meat.
Yeah, you're coming a little low, John. By the way.
How about now?
Get up on that mic.
Get up on that map, bitch.
Get up on that.
Okay, you're good.
Meat has been turning up in beef products across Europe. Lasagna.
Lasagna. Lasagna.
Fucking asshole.
Oh my God! I just had a daughter and I named her Lasagna. That sounds like a black name.
Yeah, that sounds like people who name their kids a Cholet.
Yeah, I feel
or Shathid.
When he says lasagna, I feel like I'm on hold on for Comcast.
Beef burgers, even children's sweets containing gelatin, are being tested for horse DNA.
From what we've seen so far, the more people have looked.
Rumor has it, it turns you into a
Rumor has it
into a centaur if you eat it.
The more has been found, so I would be very surprised if we don't find more instances of gross contamination.
The scandal has people wondering what they're eating.
And by the way, England's food's already gross. So
yeah, I was gonna say this is an upgrade.
Yeah,
for
seriously,
savages.
you fucking don't put cheese on your beans, assholes.
Stop eating fish for breakfast.
Yeah, dude, fish is not breakfast food. You know what's breakfast food? McDonald's sauce, egg, and cheese sandwich. Go fuck yourself with your weird fucking foods. If you fucking,
I like the McGriddle.
It's great. You know what I don't like? Beans on everything.
Many now turning to traditional butchers. Raoul and Molly from Washington, D.C. and New York now live in the UK. They say people here
are horrible.
Yeah,
They're
actually,
just detestable.
Cornex has a good point. He says, "Who cares? A lot of people eat horse meat, and would if they had properly labeled the horse meatballs, do you think there would be this much of a scandal?" No, but the problem is that this is happening in America, right? The guy's mentioning that it's a problem in Europe.
Yeah, Ariel said gelatin snacks. Yeah, it's in Jell-O. A lot of that's why there's vegan Jell-O powders, because most like Jell-Os and stuff have ground up basically horse and not horse
bone.
Not
right?
well, usually cow bone or pig bone.
Horse?
But no, horse is something that's just
horse. Yeah, that's a specialty.
Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. Yeah.
They buy a beef dinner. It turns out that it's horse.
One fear: were horses now in the human food chain injected with a painkiller called bute?
Bute. Okay.
Bute.
Fit for human consumption.
To have something labeled to find out afterwards
Where
that
can I
it's an
get that?
entirely different animal, literally, and you have no idea where that came from.
Did you hear that pun? She was probably thinking of that pun the whole time before she was on camera. It's an entirely different animal. No pun. No, it was a pun. The whole time you were standing there while they were putting makeup on your pale, fucking ugly face, you were probably.
I love Royce. Hey, just anybody.
I like this Royce.
He attacks everybody who's on any video he play just immediately.
I don't understand how it could be so easy to mix up a horse with beef. Like,
by the way,
who's killing
horses
horse?
more expensive for meat
Yeah,
than
that's
like
the
a
other
cow?
thing too. Horses probably cost more money.
Who's
Wait,
killing?
wait, so it's not like they're just that's weird.
I'm just wondering who's killing horses and stockpiling it with the beef.
Okay, let me.
I'm wondering who the fuck is
Where's
ordering
the
food
beef?
in IKEA.
Let me play a little bit more. And here it is. Sorry, I had that back up.
Sweet lemonade, yeah, sweet lemonade.
Wow, have I not heard this song in forever?
I don't get it.
I've never heard it before. I never want to hear it again.
Wow, we were. How long ago was this?
It's making me dance in my chair though.
Look at my horse. Remember this song? Get on my horse, Dutch. Come on.
Never heard this.
Of course you have. This was given to us by our old friend Niggity.
Have a stroke of its mane, it turns into a plane, and then it turns back again when you tug on its winky.
Ooh, that's dirty.
Do you think so? Well, I better
Who is
not
this?
show you
I don't
where the
know.
lemonade
It was just some
is made
internet
to
meme.
lemonade.
It's a gift.
You know
that just repeats.
the guy that did the. What is that? You know,
I don't know,
you know
it's
the
you.
you know the guy that did the badger video,
Oh,
Dutch?
that's right. It was the badger guy.
The honey badger guy?
No,
No, not honey badger. There's
or the narwhal song, narwhal,
No,
see ocean. Yeah.
Honey badger don't care. Honey badger don't give a shit. It just takes
what it wants. All right, well, let's finish up the stupid horse meat things
Oh,
when we go to
look,
break.
it's chasing things and eating them.
Didn't we try to interview this guy and he said that he was too good for us or something?
He did say he was too good for us. What a load of horse shit.
Oh,
no
that's
pun
nasty.
intended.
Oh, they're so nasty.
All right, let me finish playing this.
Unfit for human consumption.
To have something labeled to find out afterwards that it's an entirely different animal, literally, and you have no idea where that came from and what it will do to your health, I think is...
Nothing. It'll do nothing to your health. Eating horse is the same thing as eating cow, is the same thing as eating fucking pig. It's a fucking animal. You're grounding up meat and you're eating it. You're gonna be fine. Nothing's gonna happen to you. You're gonna live. Now, you know what you do if you don't want to fucking eat horse meat? I have an idea. Don't eat dinner at a furniture store. Go to a restaurant like an adult.
It's scary for anyone to think about.
Scarier still, the complex web of traders and subsidiaries for just one beef product. An order from the UK passing through Luxembourg, France, Cyprus, Netherlands to a slaughterhouse in Romania. The meat itself then travelling back across the continent. Hard to trace.
What meats have you got? What can I buy?
Some ribeye, some meat.
There's a horse meat trafficking thing? How's this?
I don't know. The horse meat apparently somehow got mixed in. You know, it's actually there was.
They mentioned like how it had to go through different locations and
It was
countries.
sent to
and-
Romania and then back again.
As a matter of fact, Jason Bourne had to take it across the border. No, but it's like John. Remember the Asian buffet that used to be by us down there in South Florida that got shut down because they were selling bear meat.
Yes.
They had like the regular meats and chickens and stuff, but instead of like giving you like meat, it was bear meat.
Did they tell you?
Did they tell you?
No.
You
didn't. No. You didn't
That's
know.
such a
they didn't
work-
tell you.
What's the point behind that? That's so true. That's so much
Apparently
harder to
they
do.
were no. Apparently they were getting it really cheap from somewhere. Like I mean, it wasn't good quality. It was bear meat.
It was selling cheap beer.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
really.
Just letting you know what.
Where do you get that connect?
It happened though. It shut down. That's the buffet that Sean went to and then left. And the next time I went with him, they were like, "Oh, you have to pay up front. You leave. You leave last time." Jesus Christ!
Yeah, it was
dude.
so weird. I asked you guys, and then like at the end, you're like, "Yeah, because we didn't pay last time."
You guys are terrible. Hey, Louise.
I thought we were just being fancy.
Louise in the chat room is saying the reason for the outcry is because they used to feed sheep meat to cattle to fatten them up quicker, and that's how mad cow disease got into people.
No, it's fine. Horses are cool. It doesn't matter.
Traditional butchers say the drive for cheap meat is to blame.
Well, if somebody wants to pay
How is that?
$2,
That's dude. Okay, I'm sorry. I
Go
keep
ahead,
going
go
back to the point. It's so much harder, and it seems like there's way more cow in the world than a horse. How is that cheaper when you have less of one thing than the other? It's like finding out that instead of getting chicken, you're getting dove meat. Like it's so much harder to like raise that and kill that for like a regular stock. And how could that possibly be cheaper?
Bro, you're not gonna get the new McDove at McDonald's. It's only
Dove,
$1.
Dove.
Yeah, Dovey McBite, Dovey McBites, Big Bites.
I can't hit the channel quicker when that fucking ad comes on.
Dovey.
Hey, look, we got our.
That is the most obnoxious marketing campaign I've ever heard.
It is horrendous. All right, so do we play a little bit more?
I guess we should finish it up.
You guys want to finish it up?
Let's do it.
All right.
for a lasagna, at the end of the day, you get what you pay for.
There's no suggestion yet that horse meat labelled as beef has reached the US.
Great, thank you.
But the struggle for everyone is to be sure that the meat you're buying is what the label says it is.
Now that butcher is the kind of guy who knows everyone's name, his customers trust him, it's a local store. The trouble is...
He's been divorced 7 times. Dude, I don't care. He's a butcher.
The trouble is,
children.
he only sells horse meat.
Only horse meat.
Only horse meat.
That's all he does.
But he's very upfront about it. You know what you're getting, and it's good quality horse meat. None
It's
of that
not
cheap
bad.
shit.
It's not bad.
So is this meat in IKEA or is this guy just speculating?
No, it is. It was found at certain IKEAs, but I think they were just
How do you find that out? By the way, like, did somebody just take out one of the meatballs, dissect it, and go, "That's definitely horse meat"? Like, how do you know?
Meat.
It was actually
Well,
somebody
no,
took
no,
a
no.
bite and go, by
Did it-
God, that's horse.
They didn't.
I'm a professional cow taster. That does not taste like cow.
No, what happened was there was tainted meat, and they found all the people that used that supplier. I was reading more about it. So they found all the people that were using that same supplier, and they went and tested all of them. Like, 'cause that's what they were saying in the story, that they had to go test a whole bunch of different places. It wasn't just IKEA. It's a bunch of places that use these same
waste
people.
of time.
Just eat the horse meat. You're going to fucking live. Relax.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Eat the horse meat.
I agree. Dude, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to go out of my way to eat horse meat, but if I went to IKEA and ate a meatball, first off, I kill me because my life has gone nowhere if I'm going to IKEA to eat meatballs. But if for some reason I do, you know what? If I the next day, hey, 2 weeks ago you ate horse meat? Oh, that fucking sucks. Oh, well, I'll be fine. Like, I don't care. I'm not going to go, oh, my God, I ate horse meat.
Dude, it's not like that story the other day of like, or maybe it was sometime this week or last week, where they found out that the low water pressure in that hotel was caused by a dead body that was in the water tank clogging up everything.
Well, also because
and it was in there for 3 weeks. Like, that's something where you just get skeeved out and need like therapy afterwards. But you found I ate a meatball that was horse. Okay,
well, this is why though, Dutch, because what Sir Ludacris said, the rapper, was hotel everybody.
Luda!
Even the mayor. Look up in the sky. It's the ozone layer. All right, guys. That rap break was brought to you by RivoSig. That's RIVOSIG.com. You're going to type in more 10 as a promo code. You're going to get 10% off their disposables. They just restocked all their slim packs. So make sure to check them out. That's RIVOSIG.com.
Is the vanilla pack available?
Vanilla's out. Vanilla's pretty good. We just got some there.
Vanilla? Oh, what about chocolate? And,
Chocolate's not out yet, but vanilla is. Vanilla's actually really good. It's a good change of pace.
Still haven't heard back on my pomegranate flavor. I don't
pomegranate, Dutch.
You are so
What?
gay.
I love it.
That's okay. Don't feel
like 90.
Dutch. Don't feel bad.
The only reason why I don't like it is because it's a lot of work. Because there's a lot of shit in there. I just want a cigarette or an e-cigarette that will.
Dutch. You know what? But do what I do.
But they're not getting back to me.
I requested not requested. I demanded that they have lifesaver flavored ones. So.
Oh, what?
Wouldn't that be great? I eat them. Okay. Smoke them.
Am I hearing the rumors correctly that at the live event you may get a gift bag?
Yes,
the RivoSig product.
May or may not. You never know. But we're going to do a lot of giveaways. We're putting them together. So yeah,
that's right.
All right, guys.
That was a lap dance by our own Joe Coletta.
Yep. Coming up.
Goddamn right.
Coming up after the break, we have one of these videos. Another one of this law student who owned a police officer. This guy knew all his laws about. He had a gun and the cop was bothering him, but it was a legal gun. It's pretty cool. We'll play that. Pimps are using Facebook to recruit women now, and we have a couple more TSA stories. So let's go to break, guys. Stay tuned. Hippojuice on More Like Radio. Hit it, Marie.
More Like Radio. While in the studio, original guitarist from the Fugees, Joe DeMarco gives Joe Conte some sound advice on his constant quest for weight loss.
My experience? It's like
Joe DeMarco experience.
Oh, okay. I thought you asked me. Like now tonight, I just meet you, right? Right. And then it's an experience for me. So I'm gonna put it in the album. I'm gonna make a song about it like this. You go like this. I met a man who want to lose weight. And this time hard of recession. Like the bear, you should keep your weight. That way it costs you less money to feed yourself. Don't eat. Let your mother eat. Don't eat. Let your brother eat. Don't eat. Let your father eat. When you go out, don't eat all you can. Eat what you have. Let the others eat.
You can mention I have emotional problems too. I've been with a lot of hookers. I'm in a relationship now, but I don't know why.
Soon you're gonna find out why. Wake up at night. Let your child eat.
Fucking A, man.
That way you lose a lot of weight.
Sundays, 4 to 6, only on More Like Radio. It's the show about beer that apparently everybody's talking about.
He has his own show.
No, he doesn't.
He has a podcast.
What's
Sundays.
it called? Prove it.
Alcohol by Volume.
He talks about beer. How hard is that?
Alcohol by Volume.
Talks about beer. How hard is that?
Because it's a show on our network.
Alcohol by volume.
No.
That's the show?
Atticus?
Who? Why does that sound?
Because he's the guy that syncs up our audio when we screw it up.
Kevin, great at video, horrible at everything else in his life.
Well, yeah, because Atticus was a fan, and then he became a staff person, and then he became a show host. Very integrated with us. I mean, he has a More Like Radio T-shirt.
He sounds great. We should get him to host a show.
He does
on
have
the
a
station.
He does have a show. It's called Alcohol by Volume. It's on Sundays.
Alcohol by Volume, live Sundays 4 to 6, only on morelikeradio.com.
The Cousin Joe Show.
One drink.
You I mean, it didn't even take him 20 seconds.
You brought my drink?
20 seconds. You take an alcoholic's drink away, they know right away, dude. It's just like a dog.
Oh, was that the bit while I was taking a piss?
Like, where'd my bed go? Like it's like someone going to sleep and just like, who took my bed?
Oh,
Like,
so,
it's exactly
that
what it
was
is.
that was the hilarious bit while I was taking a piss. Let's see if the alcoholic notices his drink missing.
That's
That's what you
funny.
did, you fucking pieces of shit. And why is Marie in the chat saying the song was so much fun to sing? Well, did you play the Pussy Poppy song?
No.
There's no video right now because the connection fucked up earlier. People are gonna think this is like a bit. I was out of the studio. I was taking a piss. Did you?
I know, but you fucking.
Did you fart my fucking beverage?
That's getting cut. That's such a promo. That's such a fucking promo.
Shit, my pants. Nigga called it a beverage.
Tune into the Cousin Joe Show live Thursday night 7 to 10 on More Like Radio.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to the No Name Show. My name is King.
I'm Slashley. Fuck your face.
Oh, I was trying to get this person to see my penis.
I want my asshole numbed if you're gonna be shoving some huge thing in it. Like.
Oh, what was I told her I beat her 3 times in Woods and Friends. I think that means I get to see your boobs.
If you wouldn't suck your own dick, why would you want?
Okay, let me phrase that. No, I'm surprised that there are any girls who actually do want to suck my dick.
The No Name Show, Mondays 5 p.m. only on morelikeradio.com.
Do you have an unusual growth on your genitals? Did your significant other dump you? Lust and Love, where we might not be able to help you, but at least we'll get a good laugh at your expense.
Lust and Love, Mondays from 10 to midnight on morelikeradio.com.
Do you like video games? Are you a little antisocial? Well, listen to Antisocial Gamer Radio, Tuesdays from 3 to 5 on morelikeradio.com.
morelikeradio.com, the new standard in internet radio.
Hey. What's up? How'd the presentation go? Did you do it?
Nope. We were waiting for you, and then Trick turned into a total wankster, and we left.
I mean, we knew he could be a wankster to other people, but I didn't know he could be such a wankster to us, which makes a huge difference to me.
Dude, Absolute Shame turned out to be a wankster, too.
Wanksters like that just piss me off.
Yeah. What if I told you there was a way to piss them on? Them. Piss on them.
Back live on the Hippojuice Show. The number's 954-573-2780 or 908-444-MLR1. Hippojuice Film, if you want to get in contact with us via Twitter.
I'm disappointed in you. Why didn't you use Wankster by 50 Cent?
Because
as a lead in for that.
I don't know. I liked it. Anyway.
What's wrong with this house music?
You know, honestly, why I did it? Because
it doesn't fit the bit,
I'll
Marie.
explain it. Because the background music in the actual shot was house music, so it was easier to, connect it because there was a lot of background music. Anyway, technical stuff, Dutch. Shut up. Welcome back to the Hippojuice Show.
Seriously.
Yeah, Dutch.
Technical. It was just.
Yeah, bro.
It was OCD technical.
No, it was just,
right.
If you're going to do a bit, do a bit.
That's.
Oh, by the way, new segment at the end of the show tonight. We're going to call it, I guess, like neglected hippo text or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Basically, you write something funny in the chat room we didn't get to, we'll read it at the end of the show.
We'll do it. All right. Well, this is a quick one. Iceland seeks to ban porn.
Yeah.
Here, let's play it.
Iceland is looking to ban online pornography. Leaders in the country are worried about the effects of explicit content, especially violent explicit content on children. The Daily Mail reports the Interior Minister is coordinating efforts investigating the prevention of access to pornography through computers, mobile devices, and game consoles. If a ban passed, Iceland would be the first Western democracy to prohibit online pornography. The country already has laws in place banning the printing and distribution of pornography. The legislation would expand that coverage to the internet. But the nature...
Can you imagine having to live in that fucking... You're already in a shithole because you're in Iceland. So, can you imagine having to live in there? Yeah.
Iceland is the good one. You're thinking of Greenland.
No, it's not. Iceland's... A bunch of Bjorks live there.
Iceland's fine. It has those like blue lagoon pools and hot springs and beautiful blonde babes and fish.
Dutch, what's your favorite Bjork song? I've never heard of it.
The nature of the web makes it hard to regulate as closely as wholly domestic media. Gizmodo explains proposed solutions include blocking explicit IP addresses and prohibiting credit card payments to explicit sites. The advisor to the Interior Minister thinks it's doable, putting the task in relative terms. If we can send a man to the moon, we must be able to tackle porn on the internet.
No.
There's a humongous...
Is that what they say?
What does that have to do with anything?
Look, the quote is frozen on this.
First of all, you guys didn't send anybody to the moon.
Exactly.
Do you know how infuriating that sentence is? I don't even live in Iceland. I feel horrible for them. Are you comparing going to the moon to jerking off? Are you really comparing them?
Yep. Wow.
It's exactly the same thing.
Who said that?
Sending one person...
The Iceland Interior Minister, like one of the top dudes in their government.
Sending one person in a rocket to the moon is equivalent to finding the 7 billion people in this world and whether or not they may be uploading something pornographic to something that is infinitely big.
Right. Dutch.
I don't see why one is harder or not harder than the other.
Dutch, who's your favorite astronaut? Never heard of him.
And prohibiting credit card payments to explicit sites. The advisor to the Interior Minister thinks...
I'm sorry, Joe. What was that?
You didn't give me a chance to answer. That wasn't
putting
nice
the
of you.
task in relative terms. If we can send a
I'm sorry, Joe. I apologize. I'm just kidding around. What is it?
Buzz Aldrin.
man to the moon, we must be able to tackle
I didn't even get to explain why.
Oh, I'm sorry. You were still talking. Go ahead.
Because
This isn't Sunday school. Shut up.
Because he punches people in the face who say the moon landing was fake. That's why I love
That's
him.
true. You know what? I will say that.
Yeah,
He will,
I'm gonna give it to him.
He'll punch a motherfucker in the face.
You know what? Domino has a good point. Moonpoon.com should be a porn site.
Oh, Moonpoon. Quick, get it. And you also get Anne
Is it
Frank
available?
porn.
Yeah, somebody grabbed that.
Also get Anne Frank porn. I've been holding off on that. I never get it. I never get it, and I got to get it.
We just don't have the guts to buy it.
For like 5 years.
The advisor to the Interior Minister thinks it's doable, putting the task in relative terms. If we can send a man to the moon, we must be able to tackle porn on the internet. And Iceland has practiced cracking down on racy industry. The country outlawed prostitution in 2000.
Well, they have something. They have this act called "No Cunt Left Behind," so they don't allow strippers.
What's the difference between porn and a racy industry? She's trying to define it as what? That's worse than regular porn? A racy?
Who knows? No,
Victoria's Secret could be considered racy industry.
Yeah.
2009.
I'm in that age group that I relied on that in Sears catalog.
Oh, of course, yeah, me too. I think we all. And if you were lucky, one of your relatives out of Fredericks of Hollywood. Those shit.
Right, but
tight.
imagine being like 30 in that country and still having to rely on that.
Yeah, true. That's
fucking.
We must be able to tackle porn on the internet. And Iceland has practiced cracking down on racy industry. The country outlawed prostitution in 2009. Strip clubs followed in 2010. One professor of sociology tells Mashable there are obvious benefits to cleaning up the internet. It is looking at pornography from a new position, from the perspective of the harm it...
I don't want to live in Bible the country. This is horrible.
But here's the thing. I could have sworn Iceland was one of those countries, or is that a country?
Yeah, it is. It is. No, but
Okay.
you
one of
thought
those countries that was mostly the least religious.
No, man.
It's not?
No, it's not a matter of religion to them. You don't understand.
Usually,
I understand, but this isn't a religion to them. This isn't like us. Their problem with pornography has nothing to do with like like
It's
we do here.
morality
It's
policing.
more moral than it is religious. It's just that's the way they are. Let's say more.
It does to the women who appear in it.
Let's back
As
it
a
up a bit because
violation-
I want you guys to hear this
Theology
statement.
tells Mashable there are obvious benefits to cleaning up the internet. It is looking at pornography from a new position, from the perspective of the harm it does to the women who appear in it, as a violation of their civil rights.
How is it a violation of their civil rights if they choose to be in it? I don't get it. Can someone explain to me
Maybe
how
civil rights are different in Iceland.
they're
I was
not?
going to say, when they say
Because
civil
all-
rights, they mean ours? Like what?
All porn is shot without the girl's consent. Don't you know this?
Well, the stuff I watch, but I'm talking about this stuff.
Yeah.
Let's put a little bit more.
Who appear in it, as a violation of their civil rights. It also approaches porn from the point of view of children who are having their sexuality hijacked at a young age by brutal sexual.
Yeah, because they want to go back to the good old days when children were 13 and getting pregnant and married. You got it, Iceland.
What year do these people live in?
I think they just celebrated 1973.
Aren't we all God's children?
No.
Okay, well, 2 of you aren't.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on which God you're talking about.
Yeah.
All of them?
I'm talking about whoever God is the God of Optimus Prime again. That's the one that's mine.
Imagery. But
And by the way, fucking Transformers, real quick, you don't fucking try. They're assholes. What's the difference between the fucking?
He's yelling at a movie.
What's the
He's
difference?
yelling at a
Shut
movie.
up for a second. What's the difference between the Tesseract and the Avengers or the fucking Power Cube and Transformers? It's all the same shit. You fucking hack
He's
writers.
complaining that there's common themes among all
No, it's not
stories.
common themes. It's the same exact thing. The Tesseract and the Allspark are the same thing. Sorry. I'll yell on the Nerd Hour. I apologize. Let me play
Nerd
this.
alert.
Play this.
Violation of their civil rights. It also approaches porn from the point of view of children who are having their sexuality hijacked at a young age by brutal sexual imagery. But the effectiveness of such a ban is.
What,
You have some parenting involved. What do you mean hijacked? How is it hijacked?
Bro, in this hustle and bustle world, when do you have time to parent?
You really don't. That's why I hire a nanny or some form of Mexican.
But no,
to take care of
I'm not
children.
sexist.
It's not the same thing.
I'm not sexist. I have
No,
a man.
nannies are British. Everyone knows that.
I'm not sexist. I have a manny. It's a male nanny. He keeps molesting my kid, but I'm such
All
a
right,
liberal that I don't care.
Manny is
Stop
a
hiring priests.
Manny
Well,
is
fuck you, bro. They need a job.
Manny is a Mexican construction worker that you picked up at home.
Whatever.
I'm tired of him staying in our
Manny
house.
is cheaper than getting a fucking real nanny.
No, it's not. I mean, granted, he's great with the kids, but
Yeah,
seriously,
but then you gotta spend money on Rosetta Stone just to communicate with him. It's not worth it. No,
it really
Not good?
isn't. Sorry.
Fine.
I'm trying to pass Royce a note, and he's so oblivious to everything I
Mary
ever
Ann
do.
says the replay is on the station. Gee, Mitch, why don't you fix that? Sorry, I
But then
apologize.
after that, people in the chat are commenting what we're talking about, so I think we're still being heard.
Well, they're probably watching the video, and I couldn't blame them because it's such a high-tech, great-looking video.
Right. You can
Oh,
watch on
Jesus
Ustream, or you can listen through the MLR feed.
You know,
we
it's-
give
it's
you
so cool
options.
So cool to watch the show, apparently broadcasting from space.
You can't listen to MLR feed. That's
Everything's
all.
all black.
It says it's connected. We're good. I don't see anything.
Marianne,
there.
stop giving me false information for the love of God, because if your Chrome is the asshole,
Yeah, if your
that's-
computer's fucked up, don't. You know what I mean? Like
she was
it throws
blaming her
away from the
Ustream
entire
for being
show, you
down,
guys.
and
You
she
gotta
just had
stop.
to reset her browser, and now she's
What is this,
saying,
my show with the technical difficulties?
I don't
We're
have
fine.
technical difficulties. We're fucking fantastic here.
Goddamn right you are.
Fucking fantastic. All right. So that's basically it. Porn, whatever. Blah blah blah. I don't care. You guys are on now. Okay. Anyway, whatever. It's fine. So we have a video here.
Really? That's new.
Of a this. Let me give you a little background before I play it.
Please do.
This guy is this guy lives in Texas. He's a legal gun owner. He has a conceal and carry. He's broken no
Every
laws.
guy in Texas is a legal
Yeah,
gun owner.
no, you're right. You're right. So,
And
but
they
he did.
drive nothing but trucks. I was there for a week.
Yeah.
There's not a car to be had. It's just trucks.
What part of Texas were you in?
Oil country area.
The whole thing.
Houston?
No, that's the name of the town. Oil country area.
No,
No,
it
I don't know. It was just Midland.
In other words, it wasn't Austin, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
So anyway, this guy was walking around, and apparently somebody complained that he was walking around with a gun. He had a holster and everything. It's all legal. He has the papers and everything. So
Who's
this
complaining in Texas?
somebody,
Everyone has a gun.
I know somebody was. So this guy's
Faggot tourist.
this cop went to pull this, not pull this guy over. This guy confronted this guy on the streets, and the guy, as soon as the cop confronted him, the guy started recording. So here's what happened, and he's recording. Of course, people can't figure out to turn their phone sideways, but whatever. Let me play it.
How are you? Not bad. Just so I can concentrate on what you're saying. Yep. I'm just gonna put the gun out. Okay, I don't.
Okay, what the cop said, because that part's a little mumble. Just so I could concentrate on what you're saying, I'm going to put the gun over here on my car, because he took the gun from the guy, and he put the gun on the guy. The cop put the gun on his car.
So that was the cop talking.
What if somebody just ran by and took the gun off the car?
Let's play. He's standing next to it. He really can't.
Don't consent to any searches. I just want to make that clear.
He says, okay, let me back it up a bit so you can hear. The guy that sounds louder and younger is a law student.
Saying, yep. I'm just gonna put the gun out. Okay, I don't consent to any searches. I just want to make that clear. I'm not gonna search you. I don't consent to any seizures either. Okay. Just gonna hold this so I can have conversation.
Can you pause for a second?
Sure.
Because I'm not watching the video. I'm just trying to picture this. The cop reached in and grabbed the guy's gun away from him.
No, the video started right after the cop had got the gun from the guy. That's exactly so when that's when the video started. And so the cop already has the gun, so I'm going to play it here.
Okay, I don't consent to any searches. I just want to make that clear. I'm not going to search you. I don't consent to any seizures either. Okay, just going to hold this so I can have a conversation here. Okay. What crime am I suspected of committing? And you just pointed that gun at me when it was loaded, just so you know. You twisted it, pointed it right at me. Before you wrecked the slide, you pointed it right at my legs.
The cop is waving the guy's gun around, and he's pointing it at him. So the guy's getting it on tape saying, hey, you're pointing the gun at me. Can you not point the gun at me?
But you just said before you wrecked the slide. Did he cock the gun back?
Yes, he did. He cocked it to see if it was loaded.
What the fuck?
All right,
here we go. Before you wrecked the slide.
People are calling about a guy walking around with a gun, so... Okay, that's not illegal. Can I have my gun back and get moving along? Need your ID, and then we'll get you on your way. What crime do you suspect me of committing? Like I said, people are starting to call about a guy carrying a gun. Yep, that's a report of illegal activity. What crime do you suspect me of committing?
This cop has to be so pissed because this guy is citing laws. Like, it gets better. Watch.
In order to stop, point, the cop's got to know he's wrong.
Yeah, no, the cop knows he's wrong, but watch. And by the way, when you hear another voice in a second, another cop shows up. So just so you know who it is.
Me? You have to suspect me of a crime. Can you get your supervisor here? He is on the way. Okay, thank you. Okay, but like I said, people are concerned. It's a public safety issue. So I'm here to make sure everyone's all set.
Guys, I apologize. The video said Texas. It was in Texas. I'm
asshole.
No, I'm trying to back it up and get the city on the car.
Thank you. Okay, but like I said, people are concerned. It's a public safety issue. So I'm here to make sure everyone's...
Okay, it wasn't. It's Portland, Oregon.
Which is pretty much the same thing.
What about Portland, Maine?
No, it's Portland, Oregon. It's Portland.
There's actually a Portland, Texas as well.
Maybe it is, but maybe it is Texas. I'm just reading the car. It says Portland Police.
Well, why does it matter?
Anyway, let's play it.
The guy has a legal permit, right?
Let's play it.
All set. You make sure you're all set. Okay, so I just need...
Okay, what's Texas?
There is a Portland, Texas.
Okay, well, whatever. Let's keep playing. Let's back up a bit so you can hear what's happening.
Suspect me of a crime. Can you get your supervisor here? He is on the way. Okay, thank you. Okay, but like I said, people are concerned. It's a public safety issue. So I'm here to make sure everyone's all set. You make sure you're all set. Okay, so I just need to get your ID, and then we'll call it good. No, sir. You're not going to give me your ID. Unless you are issuing me a summons as 17A, 15A I need to make sure requires.
Okay.
Look, all right, look, I agree.
No, fuck this guy.
Because I agree with the guy, but real quick, Dutch. Now you're being a cunt. Just show your ID. You didn't do anything wrong.
No, I'm not. No, fuck that. Fuck that. No. Fuck that. That fucking attitude of just do it is the reason cops always get away with it.
Did you get that tone from that cop? Dude, he was being like, look, man, I'm just putting it here.
No, he took his gun. He took the guy's legal property. Dutch, I would be with you if this guy was being cunty like this, but he still had his legal gun on his hip, then I would say this guy's a fucking cunt. The cop's just trying to figure it out.
Tone the cop is using. He's like, dude, look, I know it's like people are saying. I just want to make sure we're all on the up and up.
Okay, cool.
Just
hey, Dutch,
paperwork to the report he was called to. He's got to
exactly. Listen to this though. I mean, dude, don't you have to? If you have a gun carry permit, you need to show your ID, and then they can go, okay, oh, he's got a gun carry permit.
You only need to show your ID if you. And this is in Florida too. Any place that has a conceal and carry or an open carry permit, any place that has it, you only have to show your papers if you are being accused of a crime. But now that means if you get pulled over for a broken headlight, then yes, you need to show your permit because you got pulled over for a violation for a crime. But if you are just walking down the street, a cop, and this happens in New York because we were talking about.
Wait, he wasn't driving?
No, he was walking.
Oh, okay. So
He didn't get pulled over.
All right.
He's a college student who was walking from. He's a law student who was walking from his dorm to his class. He was walking.
So basically, all he's doing is trying to defend himself from being bullied for, having to do something that he doesn't have to do.
Because the bottom line is,
apparently somebody may or may not have complained, or maybe that cop was just trying
here's
to
the issue.
investigate.
The reason the guy got mad because he's a law student. He goes at the beginning of the video. I don't know if you heard. He goes, "I do not consent to a search, and I do not consent to a seizure." Which means, but he already seized his gun. You cannot,
Right.
I don't care if it's a gun, a fucking cell phone.
Dude,
you cannot seize someone's property.
Here, hold on. Okay, you've made your point abundantly clear. The point is that the cop is having a conversation tone with him, and this guy could have been like, okay, man, whatever. If people said it, it's fine. Just so you know, I have, legal right and illegal papers, whatever. You don't have to make a big old shindig. No, he was like, no. He had a cunty attitude from the get-go.
He was trying to.
There's
prove
a way to go about, just being like.
Joel, he doesn't have to. The point he was making is he doesn't have to.
There is a way. There is a way to go about it if you broke the law. If you're speeding, you're absolutely right. If this guy got pulled over for speeding and he was being a dick, I go, fuck this guy, bro. This cop's doing what he needs to do. But there are laws, whether you like them or not.
Here, I'll put it into.
Here,
let me compare it in some other terms so that I can kind of maybe put it in comparison. I don't know. I don't own a gun, and I never went to law school. But if this kid is in Texas, owns a concealed weapon, and goes to law school, he probably is very adamant about this. So let's say, for example, a cop pulls you over and demands that you pay him $10 just to leave you alone. Would you give him the $10?
Here's the thing, Dutch. Your freedom is taken away. Here's why. Let me explain. I understand what you're saying, Dutch, because it's a gun.
Dude,
but here's the
maybe
thing.
I should make it a
he
different
has
way here.
your property. It's not. If he
You're
didn't,
dude, you're making the same point
Sorry,
over and over again. Can I maybe put this in a different way
Sure.
then? I was at the airport last week, and I was right near the opening doors. I left my bag inside to walk outside real quick, take a phone call, and smoke a cigarette. I came back, and the TSA had my bag with a cop there because, technically you're not supposed to be leaving your bag around. That technically is not a law. It's just an airport policy. The cop was there. I came in. I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, man. I forgot to take it with me. I didn't have I just went outside to take a quick smoke break. I'm sorry, man. I really am." He's like, "Oh, okay, cool, whatever." I could have been. You had no legal right to take my bag. That's your airport policy.
No, but
That's
here's
not
the thing.
legal
You're
actual
wrong.
policy. You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
federal
there's
law.
a way to go about things.
It's federal law. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Way.
You're wrong because it's federal law, Dutch. It's not
that doesn't
airport
matter.
policy. It's federal law. You broke
get my
federal law.
point.
No, there's
You're
different.
right.
You broke a law. You left the bag unattended. It's federal law. This guy didn't break a law. I'm sorry, but okay, let me read the chat room. Let's get a third perspective here. Western Echo. It says, sorry, Dutch, but
I'll read it. Sorry, Dutch, but you're wrong here. The cop is not having a conversation. The cop is saying, yes, what I'm doing is wrong, but just deal with it anyways.
That's the point. He's
Can
breaking.
we hear the video then? Can we
Sure.
play the video?
Okay, you know what? Let's
we do
play
this all the time. We never actually.
All right,
listen
let's.
to the
You know
video.
what?
Then we make a full
Let's
conjecture
play
to
it and stay quiet. How about that? Let's try.
So you twisted it, pointed it right at me. Before you wrecked the slide, you pointed it right at my legs. People are calling about a guy walking around with a gun, so... Okay, that's not illegal. Can I have my gun back and get moving along? Need your ID, and then we'll get you on.
No, I'm sorry. That was because it was skipping. I'm not stop. Sorry, guys. I'm trying
Well,
to
you
fix
can
it.
fast forward, actually. 'cause you backed up
I
a
noticed
lot.
that too. Sorry. Let me
And
back
it's a long video,
I know.
so...
Suspect me of a crime. Can you get your supervisor here?
let's do
He
it.
is on the way. Okay, thank you. Okay, but like I said, people are concerned. It's a public safety issue. So I'm here to make sure everyone's all set. You make sure you're all set. Okay, so I just need to get your ID, and then we'll call it good. No, sir. You're not going to give me your ID. Unless you are issuing me a summons as 17A, 15A I need to make sure requires, then... Can you let me speak for a second? Yep. I need to make sure you're not a felon to carry this. Do you suspect me of being a felon? I don't know you. So okay, if you don't suspect me of being a felon, then I would like my gun back and I would like to proceed on my way. In order to carry a gun, you're not allowed to be a felon. Correct, but unless you suspect me of being a felon, there's no reason for you to stop me. There is a reason to stop you. Unless you suspect me of a crime, as Terry v. Ohio, Delaware v. Prowse, requires you to have a suspicion of crime before you detain an individual. Brown v. Texas does not allow you to stop an individual and demand their ID. Can I get your first name so I can speak to you on a person-to-person basis here? No. You're not going to give me your name? Nope, I'm not going to. You're going to be that type of guy when we're trying to have a conversation. I'm sorry, sir, but for my own protection, I would rather not give you anything because any name I give you is going to go in the police report about this incident. There's going to be no police report. There's a police log generated for every call. This is called a pedestrian zone. Yep. And unless you have a reasonable suspicion that I'm committing a crime, you can't detain me. I have to be free to leave. It has to be a consensual encounter, sir.
Here's the deal, sir. You are walking down Congress Street carrying a gun.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that illegal?
It's a cause for concern.
Do you suspect me of committing a crime?
Sir.
Do you suspect me of committing a crime, yes or no?
Sir. I need...
Suspenders. Keep my pants up.
Sorry, but I want to back.
Okay.
This guy's a dick. This is really funny. Let me back it up again, though.
Okay, you know what, dude?
Do you suspect me of committing a crime?
He's wearing suspenders.
Okay, let me back it up. Okay, go.
When I'm committing a crime, you can't detain me. I have to be free to leave. It has to be a consensual encounter, sir.
Here's the deal, sir. You are walking down Congress Street carrying a gun.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that illegal?
It's a cause for concern.
Do you suspect me of committing a crime?
Sir.
Do you suspect me of committing a crime, yes or no?
Sir. I need...
Suspenders. Keep my pants up. Yeah, that's the buckle for the suspenders.
This is common practice, dude. Okay?
Yep. It's illegal common practice.
It's not illegal. You see a guy walking down the street carrying a gun.
Yep.
Okay.
Is that the only reason why you stopped me?
Yes.
That I'm carrying a gun?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I want you to refer you to DeBerry v. U.S.
No.
DeBerry v. U.S. says that a firearm, where legally carried, cannot be the only cause for reasonable suspicion for a stop.
And that's I'm sorry. There's 2 seconds. Let's just finish it off.
Yep.
Am I free to go?
You are.
Okay. Can I have my gun back?
Sure.
Thank you.
And then that's where the video stops. The cop, credit to the cop. The cop does give him his gun back and everything. But that being said, and that's why he started quoting laws and precedents, because it's happened before so many times. Such that he even quoted precedent saying, in De Beers versus blah blah blah, you cannot just stop me for walking around with a gun. And that's what he was
the
trying
guy
to.
definitely knew his stuff, and I think Marie's right in the fact that like he probably studying this and that kind of stuff, and he really kind of wanted to have I guess a first-hand experience or whatever it was, whether or not he was being a douche. But it reminded me, like I said,
he pulled out his phone to videotape the thing to show off.
But it reminded me. You guys remember that video we played a while ago of that guy who tried to get into the courtroom without signing in and refused to give a name? And he tasered the guy. That's what that reminded me of. Guys who think they know the law more. Obviously, this guy did know the law, but you know what I mean?
That's why
tone.
That's why he was recording it though. He's a law major and he's carrying a gun. I can't imagine he's a hipster, but he's
might do something like a research paper.
No. Anyway, whatever. The point is, it's not that. I guess it's funny because for the most part, cops scare people most of the times, and more people are like, oh yeah, whatever, man. I'm fine. No, you don't have to. But the recording thing, I agree with sometimes when you're recording people because, for example, Dutch, have you seen those videos? I forget what they are, but it's a guy in New York who records the meter maids breaking their own laws. And
that guy
Jimmy
does something. Jimmy
Jimmy
Justice.
Yeah, Jimmy Justice.
That guy.
and
I remember playing that when that first came out.
Yeah, like that dude fucking rules.
I'll agree that this guy was. We're having
somebody's
an echo.
echoing a little bit here.
Hold on. I'll agree that that the guy was kind of being obnoxious.
I agree.
Especially just quoting and citing laws that if you just say something v something, the cop may not know any of the laws that he was citing. And to be honest, unless you actually had the time to look it up, he could have just been citing names. That's why I think it was a good idea for him to record it and then put it on the internet so that anyone could then go back and research and look up everything that he was citing. And I'm sure if you did that, you would realize that everything.
No, I did. Everything's legit. I actually did because I was just curious.
No, I get that, Royce, and I get your point. But do you not also see that if he just said, "All right, here's my license," it would have been so much easier?
You know what? Absolutely, Joe. I agree. I'm not stupid. I get that it would be easier. My point is not what would be easier. My point is what's right. That's all.
The difference is that this guy went out that day intentionally to make that point.
We don't know that. How do you know that?
Oh,
because he was carrying a gun. He sounded like a douchebag, and he was
wearing suspenders, and he had a camera at the ready, dude. He went out there looking for that to happen.
It was his phone. No, Dutch. Dutch. It was his iPhone. It was, and he didn't even.
Well, that's what I said. Camera. I meant
he didn't
phone,
even turn it.
It was an iPhone.
Everybody has a phone. Am I always ready to film because I own a phone?
Yeah,
you know what I mean, dude. He had it like up in seconds.
I get what you're saying.
So he was looking for it, and his tone
that's fine.
told
all
me
that's fine.
that he was looking for it.
Fine, looking for it and all that. But all that being said, None of what he did was illegal. And I think that was his point. It's not whether you like the guy or think he's a douchebag or not, because I agree, he sounds really smarmy, and I wouldn't be his friend. But
you're just making a point that you can do this.
But my point is that
It's
it's just an
almost
extreme. It's an extreme. You know how there's extremes the other way, where there are people just cop is trying to be really nice, and you have just a fucking crazy guy that's throwing bricks at him, like those videos that you see all the time. This is just an extreme of the opposite. And actually, I will say the cop handled it right. He saw that he was defeated, and he was like, "Okay, here's your gun."
Well, that's
All
why
right,
I would
man.
like this guy if the cop was a complete asshole, but he just
No, I
seemed like
know.
a guy.
I
doing
think,
his
like
job,
you said,
and
he
that's why I
was.
would have went, okay, yeah, here's my ID.
I think he was just trying to make
a. Over with.
I think Joe, he was just trying to make a point, like you said. But
he's trying to get YouTube listeners,
viewers. But yes,
whatever.
Anyway, yes, Marie, you got something to say?
I mean, whether or not he was trying to prove a point for himself or if he was doing it to be educational for other people that may have conceal and carry weapons, to let them know that you don't have to do that. I don't know what his intentions were, but I mean, obviously, as soon as he had his gun taken away, he took out the phone and he was citing laws and trying to prove, and he stood his ground, and he made the point, which I appreciate it, because, you know, obviously I'm not going to go and get a conceal and carry weapon, but it's nice to see that people can
And by the way,
logically
I'm not
defend themselves.
I'm not Mr. Anti. I have friends that are cops. I'm not anti-cop in any way. I'm not in any way. I mean, I have friends.
Neither am I, which is why I feel weird defending him. But
No, I you know, for the most part, I think a lot of cops have shitty jobs, and the only cops that I get mad at, and I've said it a million times, are the ones that that have those jobs in the really nice
power trip ones,
in the really nice towns that don't have any real crime. You know, and all they do is pull you over for going 31 and a 30. Like, those are the cops that I get pissed at.
Yeah, both of them were
Sunny
polite.
Isles, Florida.
Yeah, Sunny Isles, Florida.
Both
or Windermere.
Both the cop and the guy,
Tuxedo, New York.
although their
Yep.
tones may have gotten a little tense because they were having conflict, both of them were handling themselves well.
By the way, it's funny. I'm glad we pointed out. It's so funny. Everybody has a town that they know like that. John said Sunny Isles. I said Windermere. What did you say, Joe?
Tuxedo, New York, or if you're in Jersey, Mawa.
Yeah, and Joe, where's the area where you know you don't speed and you're by you?
Oh,
I'm sure there's a town.
Down Academy through like the north side.
Yeah, so everybody. It's funny because everybody has a place where they know where the dick cops are at that are bored. Like, because I know, like, if I go to a ghetto part,
it's the rich white neighborhoods.
Yeah,
Yes.
but if I go to a shitty ghetto part, I could go 105, and they'll be like, if he doesn't have crack, I don't care.
Whatever, fuck him.
I don't care. He doesn't have crack.
We have real
Dude,
problems.
I'm not trying to brag at all, but there was at least 2 or 3 times years ago when I used to go to Patterson to cop coke. After I had the coke, after I bought it, I'd be at a red light, and there'd be a cop next to me, just like parked. I'd look over and like give like a nod, like, "Hey."
Why would you go so far out of your way for Coca-Cola?
Oh no, I meant cocaine.
Oh, Joe.
And I just kept driving. I never got stopped by a cop once. This went on for a good 5 months in Patterson, which if you don't know, if you heard of Newark, it's pretty much the same thing.
No,
if
I've
you're
heard of
white
Patterson.
driving around in that town, they know you're there for drugs and no other reason. So yeah, it does.
It's the worst. It's always usually the older cops who just want to just get to their quota and go home.
Yeah,
that are doing it. But okay, Dutch, you said that you almost had an incident
I'm
with
sorry. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
with the TSA. You were telling
I
me with
told
the
you
bag.
the story. I mean,
yeah.
It was just essentially that whole thing. But I actually was just thinking. I was just trying to remember. Like, have I ever been like confrontational with a cop at all? I mean, because normally I'm just kind of like, okay, whatever, cop. You know, I'm not gonna try and because they're always gonna win in court. There's nothing I'm gonna do unless it's on tape that's gonna help me out. But I actually had a confrontation with a cop one time when I was it was between semesters, my freshman and sophomore year of college. And what I did for the summer for work was I was a counselor at a camp, a summer camp for kids. And on the way up to the camp, and the only car I had at the time was my college passenger van, which is really popular when you're in college because you can fit like 40 people in those fucking things. But I was driving up the mountains up to go to this camp, and it was like one of those really narrow roads to get up there. A cop comes down the other direction, and I you know, it was a narrow road. I kind of pulled over a little bit. You know, it was one of those things. If a car comes the other way, you both kind of like go
right.
off
You
the side
kind of have to go to a little bit on like the curb or the grass. Yeah.
Exactly. So I keep going. Next thing I know, that same cop that just passed me like a minute ago is behind me, pulled me over. 2 cops come up, and like I said, it's a panel van. They're like shining flashlights in, you know, the side while,
Right.
you know, and this is, by the way, up mountains, no one's around. I could have got molested by both these cops, and no one would have known.
Dutch, you're not that good looking.
Yes, I am. But the thing is that the one cop was you know, why are you driving up here? I'm like, I'm heading up to Eagle Lake Camp. I'm going to be a counselor. Why are I guess he thought I was like storing dead bodies or like had like drugs in the car. He starts like asking me all kinds of crazy. Why are your eyes twitching like that? I'm like, because you're shining a flashlight into my face, sir. Like I started getting annoyed with him. And mind you, at the time I was only like 19, 20 years old, and I was just, he kept going. It's like, well, you pull off way to the corner. I'm like, no, I didn't, sir, because there's a gorge and a drop off. I pulled over as far as I could to let you pass.
Right.
And he started, and at one point he was just like, can we look in the van? And I said, no. I was like, I haven't done anything wrong. So unless I was speeding or I did something, incorrect, is it okay if I just go up to the camp? Like, you're making me very nervous right now, sir. And he let me go. And I didn't, like I said, I was 19 when that happened. That was a long time ago.
That's the thing. Like, whenever I watch, like, you ever watch a show like First 48 or any one of those shows with like a reality, the cops like investigating it? All criminals, you know how many criminals would get off if they would just learn to say, lawyer, please? That's it. And you're fine. You would never. They have. What I've learned from watching these shows is 90% of the time, these cops have shit on you. It's just when you're like, you're right, I did it. I couldn't take it. I killed her. Jesus, dude.
They should probably listen to the Miranda rights that have been read to them.
Yeah, seriously, assholes.
Just follow that.
All right. So, Dutch, you were saying the TSA thing. I was asking because the TSA had to apologize after a family, after they patted down a 9-year-old girl in a wheelchair in front of everybody. Took her.
What did she do wrong?
They took her little teddy bear away. That's why she was crying. I'm going to read the story and play this is the video that the mom was taking of the whole incident. And they
play the video first, and then you can read the story and put it in context.
Sure. Yeah. Well, if you have any issues hearing it, let me know and I'll try to translate. All right.
Did we do this last week?
No, this one's completely new. Trust me. This happens a lot, but this one's new.
So, okay.
It says, I'll read it. It says, on my way to Orlando, February 9, 2013, our 3-year-old daughter, she was 3. Our 3-year-old daughter was set aside for a pat-down and a wheelchair swab.
Jesus fucking Christ.
A wheelchair swab, which is they check for explosives. I started recording this video on my phone. The agent told me that the videotaping the TSA was illegal. And let's see what the next thing is here. My daughter was already distraught after TSA wouldn't allow her to hold her stuffed baby Lammy. It's a little 3-year-old girl. She's in a wheelchair. She can't obviously walk. I don't know.
Stuffed lamb.
I'm sorry.
Is she retarded? Or
I'm sorry, little girl, but you can't carry your Coke lamb.
The agent says here. The agent says here that because it's really mumbled. She says. Yeah. The agent says to her supervisor, she's trying to take pictures of me or a recording of me patting her down. So.
Just hang tight, man. I'm calling somebody.
You're okay, baby.
A 3-year-old girl in a wheelchair. This is the TSA.
Man.
This is the Dutch, and maybe you're right. Maybe that's why I overreacted so hard to because I'd seen this earlier. But maybe that's why I overreacted so hard to the cop video because I saw this first.
Yeah, because this is different. And
I know it is. I understand, but you understand that it's. My point is that you give the dude Dutch.
This is an obvious abuse of authority.
Yeah, Dutch. But here's my point: is Dutch. If you're right, Dutch. In a perfect world, if you could give these guys an inch and they wouldn't take a mile, then yeah, dude, give him his ID. Who cares if these But for the most part, this is what happens. So let me keep playing it.
Well, Domino said it perfectly as far as the last video goes. He said this guy was probably overjoyed to be stopped to show off his knowledge. He's been waiting for that day for years.
Yep.
That's the difference between that guy and this woman who's like, my poor. A spongy spined, retarded, water headed kid is crying.
No, the kid's not even retarded. That's the other thing. It's just a wheelchair. But let's play it.
Because, can I back up your point real quick?
Yeah,
Rose?
sure.
It's also the reason if, like, for whatever reason, a cop needs to come to my house, knocks on the door, I will step outside to talk to him.
Oh, me too.
I know if I let him in, immediately he might walk through and see, a little fucking package of bottle rockets.
Hookers and your little man friend and all that kind of shit.
Those. Yeah.
Me tied up in the corner.
All right. I backed it up.
Smiling from ear to ear.
I backed it up. Let's play the.
Oh, come on, Daddy. My hole won't stay open forever.
Just hang tight, man. I'm calling somebody.
You're okay, baby.
What? Yeah, but my phone's gonna run out of room.
It's illegal to do that. You can't take.
You can't touch.
It is.
No, it's not.
The agent. Yeah, I don't know.
No, it's
I'm
not.
glad you can hear
record
it.
anything you want.
Yeah, it's illegal to do that. No, it's not. It's not illegal.
Touch my daughter unless I can record it.
You can't pat down my daughter unless I record it. This lady's pretty smart.
Well, you understand what I mean.
Yeah, but I'm saying we've had a lot of people that we're not going to touch her. I'm asking the supervisor first, but it is against the law for you to record it.
We're not going to touch her. They said we're not going to touch her, but then here in text, because it says here, wait, doesn't pat down imply touching? And that's true. You are going to touch her, and the mom wants to record it.
Pat down.
That's what pat down means.
Touching.
I'm just gonna blow on certain parts of her clothes.
Dude,
just so
I'm
the bulge is
not
up.
gonna rape you. I'm just gonna stick my penis in your vagina. Okay? Cool.
Big difference.
All right, let's play this.
I'm saying to record me. Okay. See, somebody come over here.
Cite the law. The parent is saying cite the law. Very nice.
See that? Yeah,
very nice.
much
Just saying,
different with this
please,
whole thing.
please cite the law. That's all. Because if you're a TSA agent, you need to know the law. You can't enforce the law if you can't cite it. I mean, you can't. You know.
They're not even law enforcement agents.
No, they're not. They're glorified DMV people.
They're glorified meter maids.
Okay, baby.
Now.
How the fuck, as a human being, do you hear the cries of that girl and keep going?
Because they're not human beings, Dutch. I was at the airport.
They're not.
I was at the airport, and I saw a sign that it's like, if you're older than 76 years old, you're allowed to wear a jacket. Are you telling me that 75-year-olds need a freeze? Like, I don't get. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or if you're under 2, you don't need to take your shoes off. Okay, so if you're 3, your feet are weapons. Like, I don't understand these laws.
It's not that. It's the wheelchair, because they've had terrorist explosions on airplanes where they've used explosive devices on wheelchairs.
I don't mind that.
I'm not saying that this person is in the right.
Okay,
but I'm saying
cool.
that's the reason why they swab.
You're right.
Wheelchairs.
Since 2001 in the United States, when has a wheelchair ever exploded on a plane? Even before that. So I want to know, because
hasn't been in the United States.
Okay, cool.
It's international.
Hold on, Royce. The thing is that like they have to find something new.
No,
Obviously,
but
the shoes.
yeah, you're right. You're
They're
right.
gonna find something new, and it's not past the realm of those animals, a possibility to do that. So I understand swabbing it down, but not patting down the retard.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not justifying the douchebag that's doing
Same
this to the
thing,
girl.
Marie.
So my other point is that I think the mom wouldn't have got mad so much if they let her record. Now's when she starts getting mad, when she's like, wait a second, I can record though. If you're gonna touch my daughter and I don't know you, because at the end of the day, it's a stranger touching your child.
Okay,
And she's retarded.
Oh, wait, believe me, I'm not defending the TSA, but I know, like, on certain airplanes, you can't record video. Is it the same thing in airports where you're not allowed to?
No, you could record. You could anytime you're with a law enforcement agent. Anytime you're a law enforcement agent, you have every right to record. Unless you're under arrest, you have every right to record them. And actually, a lot of lawyers recommend you do just in case.
Okay.
Yeah, let me play this. That's why the guy Joe kept saying, "Cite the law." Just cite the law. I want to know where it says I can't record.
Right.
And they couldn't say it because they don't know it. Anybody, sorry, but any law enforcement agencies, whose uniform is a windbreaker that says TSA in the back is not a real law enforcement agency. They're fucking handing out members-only jackets to these assholes. Fuck you, bro.
I thought about that before.
Fuck you. If you have a mesh inner lining in your jacket, you're not law enforcement, asshole. If they make you buy your own pants at fucking Walmart, you're not law enforcement. If you can't carry a gun, no, you're not. So stop. You're not police.
That's just it. If you don't carry a firearm, you're not law enforcement. Same thing with like mall security, TSA, meter maids.
Or if you have orange lights on your car.
Wait, so flashlights don't count?
No. Let's say more.
No.
You can get Lammy in a minute, okay, baby? You can get Lammy in just a minute. The problem is I don't allow anyone to touch my little daughter without being able to record it.
I mean, look, I understand that I wouldn't want anybody touching my. I don't either. I get it. I get where the mom said, but listen to what she says. She goes, she didn't say I don't allow anybody to touch my daughter. She says, I don't allow.
Saying it so calmly and rationally.
She
She's
said,
not raising her voice.
Yeah, she says I don't allow anybody to touch my daughter without filming it. Is what she said. So she's not even saying don't pat her down. She's just saying it's okay.
She's saying I film child porn all the time. If you're gonna molest her, I need at least make a buck off of this.
That's right, exactly.
Jesus Christ, the bitch has got to pay some bills.
All right, let's play it.
You can get Lammy in a minute, okay, baby? You can get Lammy in just a minute. The problem is I don't allow anyone to touch my little daughter without being able to record it, if that's, That's fine. It just seems ominous for you guys to suggest that you have to do this in the dark of night.
And by the way, I know what you guys are saying. John, you said, terrorists are bringing bombs. You're right, they are. But I don't think that this fat mom and this little girl from Milwaukee.
She sounds white.
Which is why I'm not justifying that. I mean, they could have easily profiled and go, okay.
And I don't
she
get
looks
it.
Okay.
I don't get it. But this is the truth. I don't care if the airport's in Salt Lake City, the whitest place on the planet. They will find every minority to work at the TSA. I don't care where you are. They will find. You could open up a TSA in the North Pole, and you'll have 20 Puerto Ricans, 30 black guys, and 10 Cubans waiting outside with an application. I swear to God. I swear
but
to
in
God.
all fairness, it's only because scumbags take those jobs.
Yeah, I know the reason why, Joe.
You know what?
Oh, okay.
I'm glad that you're sharing this video with me because the next time I was taken aside for a TSA pat down when I fly, I was going to try crying like a 3-year-old to see if it would get me out of it, and now I know it doesn't.
By the way, I will say this, and I'm a spick, so I'll say it. If they were to open a TSA on the fucking moon, there would be space spicks applying at that job. Don't you understand?
Hey, I got the special moon rocks, essay.
Government job. You don't have to work. Yeah, it's not a
that
real
dust
job.
is definitely not moon dust.
I think there'd be more space spooks, though.
Whatever. Who knows?
Space spooks.
Jesus.
What?
Racist. That was
Racist, bro. That got.
God damn, we're having fun.
Well, hey, racism, bro.
Just because you have a big cock doesn't mean you're one of them, Joe.
We coming for you, nigga. Oh shit! What the hell was that?
Whenever you're racist, Booker T.
Racism fun.
Whenever you're racist, Booker T comes after you.
We coming for you, nigga.
So just so you know, if you're racist,
Racism, man.
I got him here.
To
All
racism,
set.
bro.
Anyway, it's.
I'm gonna get racial.
All right, let me play a little bit more of this girl, TSA wheelchair, all that stuff. You know the deal.
That in and of itself seems very inappropriate.
All right, give us a minute.
If you're gonna be smart, say inappropriate correctly, please.
My colleague is calling on this, and she didn't come through with that.
The lady is the little girl is saying she's crying. It's harder to say, but it says, "I don't want to go to Disney World anymore." They were flying to Orlando.
Oh my God!
We just right over the side. I was waiting for the supervisor first before I do.
You're right, kid. Who wants to?
Can she have her little baby? You guys X-rated.
Oh yes, go ahead and give that to her.
Yeah, then I love the supervisor's the only one that could read. Like there's not a high bar to be a supervisor at the TSA. Wait a second, you have all 10 fingers, supervisor material, no gunshot wounds, you're in. Like
What if you have 11 fingers?
Well,
from the Princess Bride.
You're overqualified, and then we won't hire you.
No.
Oh.
Here's Lammy. There's Lammy.
Where's the father?
Here, baby, look.
Aww.
Dude, but I know the making fun of it's easy, but this is the one, and
Before I said Jesus Christ, I was like, that tugged on my heartstring, man.
She said thank you.
This is becoming enraging to me.
I just had 5 jokes I suppressed because
No, you can say I don't care. You can say them. I don't care. But I'm just saying that.
No, you don't.
That
I'm just saying I'm more angry than.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
I am mad too because this little bitch is crying a line and disturbing all the other passengers who trying to get on the plane without having some little retard cry.
Seriously,
Yeah, now I don't want to go to Disney World because I'm going to be standing in line behind
Disney
this
World's
girl.
just going to be full of little retards like that.
Fuck that.
Seriously, like you know how much explosive you could hide behind your retard helmet?
Fuck
Why
that.
would it be checked?
Fuck that. I would pal up with her. You cut all the lines. Dummy.
Dude,
use it to your advantage.
My younger brother Joe, he's got cerebral palsy from the waist down, and whenever we go anywhere with him, it's a free pass on everything.
Yep, I know.
You have a person in a wheelchair, you get to the front of the line of anything like a concert, you're right there in the front. Like we got on stage last concert we went to. Like you get free, passes to anything, amusement park like. They push you straight for. Dude, become friends with someone in a wheelchair. It's the greatest thing ever to happen to you. It's like having a parking pass for everything.
Thanks, Dutch. I'll do that.
Or just fake needing to be in a wheelchair.
No, now you're a scumbag, Joe.
Right here, but
No.
Yeah, because there was already an alarm.
For me, that was for me. That was my earrings.
No, not that. I believe The child alarm?
Yeah, there was an alarm because the wheelchair's made out of metal. So yes, it's gonna go off.
Alarm.
Yeah, yeah.
She did say child
Yeah,
alarm.
there was an alarm. The alarm went off.
Alarm! There's a child! There's a child here! Alarm! Searcher!
Touching. Let's go touch the child. Hey.
What?
You know how we
There's a
bring
child.
Oh, there's.
in a wheelchair.
Well, that shouldn't enough to have.
Oh my God, it's a kid.
Warning.
Oh boy.
Warning, your child cannot walk. Warning, your child cannot walk.
Biggest mistake of all time in your life. Drinking while being pregnant.
Okay. And I just asked the supervisor.
Oh, that's what I was told.
Yeah, that one lady right there said pat.
Oh yeah, I just brought over like we do all our other customers.
All your items.
Okay.
I'm going to put them at this table.
Okay, great.
The supervisor is in damage control. That's what you could see. When the supervisor got there, can you see that? Because she knows she's being filmed, and she's probably been like, "Man, I have seen too much of this shit already on YouTube. Why?"
So now I can't. I'm not looking at the video. Did she stop the patting down?
Yeah, the
process?
pat down has stopped so far, and that's where they're at right now. Let me play from that point.
By the way, hold on. Can I point something out? What happened? Okay, this little kid was moaning until she got her little lamb chop back, and then all of a sudden she just stopped crying altogether. It's like,
well, that's what they said. That's what the mom said.
Is that bad parenting to like have your entire kid's emotions wrapped up in a doll?
No, I mean I think
It's a comfort blanket.
It's not retarded.
Lamb.
Oh.
Keep them all together.
Sure.
At least hold the camera right. Gee, I know what the garbage can looks like, lady. Jesus Christ. Okay, now they're, I guess, walking her through to. I don't know. They're walking. It feels like I'm watching the Blair Witch Project, except it's better.
We're going to Orlando ultimately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ultimately,
they're going to
Orlando.
Disney World.
Okay, just one.
What does it matter where she's going? Does that make a difference in the situation of patting her down? Where are you going?
Well, if she's
Iraq.
If she's going to Kissimmee and not Disney World proper, I'd be a little
I'm
alarmed.
going to Pakistan with my wheelchair daughter because not only do they not have an ADA, they don't have concrete roads. Yeah, that's where I'm going. I'm gonna go fucking join a terrorist cell where they don't have fucking ramps.
Listen,
the question is where you're coming from. You come from Syria? No? Okay.
Cool, bro. Oh, Milwaukee? Really? Okay, you're good to go.
Yeah.
Hey, Lucy. Yeah. You're special. We get to do
See, she's special, Marie. I told you.
Yes, you are.
Oh.
Special because mommy had a heroin problem when you were just in my town.
Mommy had way too strong vagina muscles, and I crushed your spine.
I don't like mommy now because she's still filming everything and she's doing it for the camera.
Her mommy's vagina goes, "Feed me, Seymour."
Say no to Kegels, ladies.
Let's play more. Oh, you're
Funky Comedy.
I love the fact that if your muscles too strong, you break their spine as they come out.
It's too strong, brah. Let's play one more.
Oh, Lord.
We spent a very long 20 minutes speaking with several different managers. That's the other reason where you're going to get pissed. You're 20 minutes now waiting to get through. By the way, everyone's a manager in the TSA. Everyone's a manager. They all wanted to know who we were, where we were from, and where we were going. I mean, just with my eye test, just the eye test of looking at the little girl and the mom, you would never, ever, 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 ever think they would do anything ever.
In other words, they were white.
That's where we lose as a country. You know what?
Yeah, no, I know. You're right. You're right. And you know, I mean that's pretty much the video. I don't know of any.
Are you checking for chemicals?
Oh, let's just hear the last talk with the manager.
They should have been on the plane.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's her personal chair. I just I sampled the chair and it's a round paper disc, and I put it on the chair and I wipe the chair cushions and I do the back of the chair, and then I look on the side.
They want the girl to get out of her chair, so now they want to move her from the chair to another chair so they could wipe it down, wipe down her chair and her cushions in her back.
And I put it in the machine. As far as her,
are you checking? What are you checking for? Are you checking for chemicals? Okay.
Why do the? Okay.
Would you say we can't be specific?
She says we can't be specific. Correct.
I thought she said for explosives.
I heard specific. Either one doesn't matter.
I thought it's for explosives.
Whatever. Either way,
That's got to be so humiliating as a fucking
Remember
parent.
when you used to, and
to watch your retarded kid being lifted out of a wheelchair.
Retarded.
Remember when you used to be able to not only get into an airport, you could walk up to the terminal with the person you were dropping off. You could wait with them until the plane took off. Like, remember those days? You could just walk right up to the terminal. All right, bye, Bill. Hey, see you later. And you could walk back to your car. Now
my brother-in-law, ex-brother-in-law now, proposed to my sister at the gate.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point.
Some people would just go to the airport for dinner because they had nice restaurants in there.
All right, real quick, because and that's a TSA. They're horrible. Hooter and Greenway are coming up next, but real quick, I wanted to end the show on this. Did you see this fight between the Indiana Pacers and the Golden State Warriors where it got into the crowd? Okay, keep an eye on the video. Try to keep an eye on the video.
French against him. 22-point night for West as he goes to work and draws the foul. And now
Okay, they draw a foul. West hits somebody else. Now, do yourself a favor and watch it. It's the Pacers and the Golden State. Just type fight in YouTube. But for those of you watching, you'll see it.
Hibbert and Lee go after each other.
Roy Hibbert is really causing himself a problem. Now, this is getting out of hand because it's going into the stands. This is really out of hand over here. Oh, no. Let's clean this up, fellas.
Okay, Charles. All right, Charles Barkley, because you said clean this up, fellas. Yeah, it's Barkley. You can't tell?
Gnarls Barkley.
It is Barkley. They've been letting Barkley announce shit games.
Has Barkley ever won a championship?
Nope.
Oh, so he's the Dan Marino of basketball.
No, he did with the Suns, dude.
We want to look that up?
I think it was 90.
Looking it up right now.
Look it up. I'm fine if you look it up. Go for it.
Maybe he went to the final.
Yeah, that's right. He lost to Jordan.
Get this back on the floor. Roy Hibbert got mad about what happened with him and Lee, but they've got to clean this up.
They're still fighting. There's a bunch of refs at security now.
On the floor. Get
Holy
yourself in.
shit,
Frank is
they're
doing
pissed.
the right thing. Pete Myers is in there, and that's because the coaching staff has to get the respect of players and get.
Yeah, we know how basketball works, shithead.
I don't.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well, anyway, wrap it up, guys. Hooter and Greenway are up next, so make sure to stay tuned. Once again, you go to.
I miss doing radio with Dutch. I had a lot of fun. You should call my show more often, Dutch.
Oh, with Dutch. Okay, cool. Not with me. Thanks,
Will
Joe.
do.
Joel, are we going to do
Cousin
your...
Joe show Thursday nights from, what is it, 5 in the afternoon to 11 at night?
God, are you kidding me? You don't know the time?
5-hour show that you have. Is it still 3 hours, or did you wrap it up to 2?
Fucking JJ Stone, we're 5 hours. 7 to 10, fag. Thanks for the plug.
It's 7 hours though, or
I
3
like
hours
Cousin Joe on the show because he makes me smile.
All right, guys, go to mlrlive.brownpapertickets. Buy your tickets right now. For the
extremely cheap.
Yeah, they're really cheap. Just come out and hang out with us, guys. Like I said, April 28th is a Sunday, Carlstadt, New Jersey. So come and do it. It's going to be good fun. We're going to have a bunch of free giveaways.
Be there so I can kiss him on the mouth.
Joel,
Everyone.
do you have your line, your new bit?
I was going to read
for
on
it.
mine.
Yeah, go,
the ending song.
Hit it. All right, guys. Thank you for listening.
Text.
Yep.
But fuck it. If it tastes like meat, I'd munch it. Joe, when you're on Hippojuice, you do what they make you do without question. What are you guys talking about? Of course, kids. Hell, R. Kelly had a sex tape with one.
These are fantastic.
I love penises.
Yeah, you do.
If we can send a man to the moon, we can tackle exterminating Jews. Marie, I love your hair. I'm 5 foot and white.
I love this new bit.
And that's the end of it.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening.
That was fun.
You know, basketball just looks like fights.
She was a lot like you, maybe not quite as heavy. Now little Carolyn is in you too. One day they woke me up so I could live.